Good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starsector. And welcome back to the stream. If indeed you were here for Project Zomboid and Xenonauts. That's the one that I played earlier today, was Xenonauts. My brain is still a potato. My brain's less potato than it was yesterday, but it's still pretty potatoey, I'm not gonna lie. The headache I had during the first two streams is gone finally, so I'm doing great right now in terms of not being in physical pain. Sore throat, that's gone too. I didn't even mention that in the previous two streams, but I was talking a little less than usual because I was in a lot of pain in my head and nose and mouth region. So, yeah, let's get back into it. I believe we were going after a pirate station last time. Yeah, we were going after a pirate station. We don't exactly know where it is, but it's probably in Thrial. Thrial? Potato. Potato. That's where we're going. So we can easily get back after we head to Thrial. Let's go. Let's check it out, shall we? We just managed to defeat, barely, a bounty fleet here. I think we can nip right between these two storms. Yeah, there we go. And then we got a big chunk of I was gonna say storms, but I mean, honestly, that's pretty accurate, looking at what we're looking at right now. Looks like we're good to go forward a little bit more. Slow down before we get to this storm set here. A lot of storms around the outside edges, but not a ton on the inside edges, which is fine. There's only one planet in Thrial, so it's either floating around somewhere in the back system, or it's going to be right on that planet. Well, I think we found the right system. Oh my god. Okay, they've got a nav buoy, they've got a comm relay, and they've got a makeshift sensor array. There's a contact right there, which means that's probably where they are. Hi, how you doing? I'm gonna take you out first. Okay, let's take them out. They got 2 destroyers and 3 frigates. That's gonna be an easy win for us if we just deploy a few members of the wolf pack. The Vanguard has proven itself to be stupidly durable. Actually, it's more expensive. Oh, wait, they're running from us. Okay, this is a chase then. I'm gonna deploy behind them. Blair, I want you with me. And I'm gonna deploy Hafkin. And, his name is Monday? I'm gonna deploy you on the left to grab the nav buoy. And then I'm gonna deploy... yeah, let's bring the Ion frigate up with us. Okay, we'll send Monday over here to the nav buoy. We're getting straight into it. You are gonna go for the Mud Skipper. You're gonna go for the Hound if we can catch it. We're gonna ignore the Buffalo if we can. We're gonna see who turns around and who does what. I'm gonna go for the Cerberus, and then we're gonna swing back around for the Buffalo and the Shrike. Okay, that Hound is way too fast for you. Go after the Cerberus instead. I will go for the Hound that is escaping. Blair, or no, Monday, if you can catch him, awesome. If not, you're not here for that duty. You're here to bring in just additional firepower. Oh, you can catch him, okay. We do not need to control that. We don't need to worry about that. Blair took out her target. Let's avoid the Shrike for the moment, but take out the Buffalo if you possible, Blair. You gotta chase him, Monday. You're not gonna catch him if you don't chase him. He's doing damage. He's doing damage. Alright, now we're involved. Alright. Go help with the Buffalo. I got this from here. There we go. Let's kill that avoid order so that everyone engages their targets more aggressively. And let's use me to annoy the Shrike. And the Buffalo won't live very long against my crew down there. I'd say Blair each one of them is capable of killing the Buffalo quite easily. The Cerberus is still alive. How is he still alive? Okay, you two help the other wolf take because that wolf doesn't have an officer. That's probably why. So the Cerberus is just faster than him, most likely. Cerberuses do have burn drive, keep that in mind. Okay, Cerberus is down. You three get up here and help me kill this thing. Because it can out-shield me all day, I think. Unless it does something stupid. There we go. Delightful. As soon as we had the distraction, we were good. Hey, somehow it didn't start for me. Interesting. Oh, my apologies, Jeffrey. I don't know why that happened. Also, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you made it. As well as the other two people who are watching and not chatting. I hope you guys are doing good out there. We're getting straight into some big combat today. All right, first things first. We got to make our way down and go to the sensor array, and we got to hack that thing. Because we can probably fight all the defensive fleets that are here, but I don't know that for certain. But one of the things the main thing we want to do is we want to make sure that they are... Okay, whatever defensive fleet is around this thing, we can probably take them. Yeah, that fleet we can take. Okay, come here. No, come here. No, don't run away from me. You're fine. You're fine. Look, you have so many ships. There's no way I could ever beat you. I'm sure you'll be fine. Got to watch the fight. That's all that matters. You know what? Fair enough. Let's see. They actually have 2 destroyers. They have 2 wolves. They are actually joining the fight. They are actually going to fight me instead of run away. I think this is a job for the wolf pack. Like, pretty much the whole wolf pack. We're not going to bring in the Hyperion. We're just going to deploy the wolf pack members with officers. And we should be able to wrap this up pretty cleanly, I think. Especially the Brawler. The Brawler with those IR auto lances just absolutely shreds anything that doesn't have shields. As we proved before. Oh, this guy is so dead. I don't think we need to help, honestly, on that one. We could just go off and leave him to his devices. Oh, boy. You don't even have a gun, buddy. I feel bad for that. Ah, you little shit. You turned around. You saw me coming, huh? That's a damn shame. Didn't do you any good. Blair, are you backing off? What are you doing? Blair, our most aggressive officer in the entire fleet, is backing off? Excuse me? Am I hallucinating? Like, Blair, I know you don't have all the weapons in the universe, but you are the most aggressive officer we have, by far. That Omen is just trolling that wolf. There's no way that wolf could ever kill an Omen. Oh, Omens are so good. They're so good. That wolf was probably going to try and escape, if I had to guess. Blair, would you be so kind as to go chase that guy down? We don't need you for the strike. I want both of you focusing on the Shrike. I'll come in and deal with the Kite. Never mind, the Shrike's gone. You two are slower. Help me with the Kite. Not that I need the help, but I figure, I mean, you're here, you might as well do it. The Rust Bucket was the name of that kite. Don't let him get away. I think that's actually our most inexperienced officer that's in charge of this Omen. Oh, if he was just slightly closer, he'd be able to hit him with the EMP. Ah, he's gonna get away. Blair almost made it in time. I was pretty far away. Well, it was worth a shot. Let's harry their retreat, just so that they aren't a problem. Oh, no, they're gonna interfere with me dealing with the sensor array, so no, I need to kill him. Harry his retreat again. And now we'll pursue them. We'll just deploy... He's almost dead. Just, Blair, go deal with him. I trust you, Blair. Let's see how well she actually does. You know, as a note, who would be the officer that would be the second in command of my fleet? I feel like it'd be Blair. She's been here the longest. She's arguably the most trustworthy to destroy shit. I just want to point out, that ship was moving in a straight line, and one of those missiles missed. What? How did a swarmer miss a ship that was moving in a straight line with no shields and no evasive maneuvers? Well, whatever. We can also salvage this little section right here. Anything decent? Torpedo's not bad. So first things first, we need to introduce false readings in the data feed. Alright, that's good. That's all we need to do, because we need their fleets that are guarding the station to leave. Hey, you're defending. I know they know they can see me, but one of them is gone. Okay, so one of them's gone already. Let's take this guy down. He's got 2 destroyers, an enforcer, and a mule, and a couple frigates. They're running, actually. Okay, so this is a this is a stomp them into the ground mission. Let's bring in the Vanguard to deal with the big ships. Let's bring in the full wolf pack as far as the wolves go. That should be enough to clean this up. Oh shit! I just realized there's a thing up there. Who's the next fastest ship? 151, 178, 183. Let's pull you to the right and grab that nav buoy. Everyone else, Vanguard, I want you attacking the mule, because it's the most dangerous, thing. The Enforcer's going to be easy to, get behind and gang up on because it's slow. Blair, go for the Shepherd. You help her. You two, go for this officer. Actually, that guy is an officer. Let's have 3 of our wolves fight it, because one of those wolves doesn't have an officer. No, wait, none of those wolves have officers. Okay. 3 unofficered wolves versus the other one. I know that the one wolf is a point defense wolf, so that's not terribly defensive or offensive. We're actually just going to drive right through here. We're going after the kite. It actually is over here. Blair. Go after the Cerberus. You help with the mule. Oh, that wolf is getting really far away. Okay, they're not going to be able to chase him down. Go after the Cerberus instead. You go after that wolf. I'm not worried about the nav buoy anymore. Though, you are about to capture it. It's not a great thing, but we can try. I don't want the kite escaping, because it's definitely the fastest ship here. It just went after the nav buoy for the sensor jammer for some unknown reason. I missed. That was a terrible shot. The Enforcer's actually running away. I want all of you to go after the Enforcer. You should be able to handle it on your own. The Omen, he got past the Omen. Well, actually, the Omen is distracting him currently. He's not actually running anymore. He's fighting the Omen. Interesting. The Omen might be enough of a distraction for me to get up and around him. He's certainly teleporting. He's certainly trying. Hi. Good job, Omen. Omen did a great job there. Good job, buddy. Now go fight the Enforcer with everybody else. You did take some damage. I think you probably took your shield down and got shot by a pulse laser a couple times. Oh, he had an antimatter blaster. That's probably what did it. I don't think we need to help. I think the Enforcer's dead. Okay. This is the important part of attacking a station, is making sure that they don't have any defenders to help them. If you just attack a station with all of its defenders, you're basically just trying to make it as hard as possible for yourself. Okay, and there we go. There's no one else defending it. Now, admittedly, we do need to wait for a moment or two before we attack. We can't wait too long, because the other fleets might come back. We just need our combat range to go back. Okay, 81%, that means we're good. Consider military options. A raid. What do you got for valuables? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ship equipment first. Well, let's do a raid first, and then we'll go after them. Launch raid. Pick through the spoils. Oh, God, yes. Look at all these delightful weapons. We've got hammer barrages, squalls, pylums, graviton beams, breaches. Oh, man, look at all these delightful ion cannons, PD lasers. Those are so good. All of these are good. Every single one of these is good. The worst thing here is the machine guns. Yeah, actually, yeah. And the piranhas, of course. Let's wait for a day. Okay, that other fleet's coming back. Never mind, we can no longer wait. I wanted to raid for supplies, but... well, actually, let's see if we can distract that fleet and bring it down. Yeah, it's a big fleet. We can bring it down, though. We just need to get it away from the star dock, so we can engage it directly. This is perfect. This one, it's going to be a bit tougher, so we're going to need to bring in some of the big ships. I'm almost curious, tempted to just deploy the Hyperion and probably call that good. This should be enough to fight this. We don't need to bring in the Eagle, I don't think. Or the Hyperion, or the Astral. We definitely don't need to bring in the Astral. I think that's overkill. This should be enough, because the speed of our fleet will be able to pick off all the outlying smaller ships very quickly. Ooh, they do have some phase ships, though, which is going to be a slight problem. Look at all these kites. They're going to fire a bunch of missiles at me, and I'm going to hate you for it. Oh, we both overloaded. Well, I'm going to back off, because you guys are firing a crap load of missiles at me. There goes the Brawler, absolutely melting fighters. Okay, you three, eliminate him. You should be able to handle this. You've got one of our officers on you. Yeah, you do. You three, that's a phase ship, so dealing with it's going to take a while. But stay aggressive, it'll die. If you don't stay aggressive, it's going to be able to kite you long enough that it's going to be able to fight you back. We're going to go for that Mud Skipper. Mud Skippers are always a joke, but they're very funny jokes. Yeah, keep firing missiles. See how that works out for you. Where'd those harpoons come from? Oh, my ships are right there. That's fair. You guys should be more aggressive, and you'll be able to kill that mule. I'm sure of it. You have let the hammerhead get in there. Also, don't block the hammerhead, and you'll be fine. Hey, you guys are actually fighting some other guys now. Let's kill that eliminate order so that you guys don't get killed on your own. Why are you so far away from the fight? Let's actually have the Vanguard focus on the Wayfarer, or the Shepherd, because it could probably catch up to him. Blair and the Omen are going to do what they're going to do. They should be able to take this. Should, in theory at least. The Omen has a better EMP emitter than the phase ship does. And then I think I'm going to go flank those Colossus and do some damage to their assholes. Or at least distract all their Talons. A lot of missiles you have there. It's a shame they're not very effective. The mule is down. Okay, I want you four to engage. I want you four to focus on the mule. You four to focus on that engagement. And you two... where's Search and Destroy? Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy? Yeah, there we go. Instead of being assigned to specific tasks. For the moment at least. Okay, let's go fight those Colossus. We distracted their fighters. The Talons are way off kilter at the moment. They're not even gonna make it to this battlefield before I get to them. Them being their carriers. Although, that's a lot of piranhas. I'm not gonna lie. They're not very dangerous, but there's a lot of them. Which destroying them would at least make, get rid of some targets in the area. Ooh, the mule's down. Good to know. That leaves pretty much everyone here to engage these guys. Yeah, that's pretty good. How are you three doing? You three are doing good. Keep on the eliminate order now. So make sure that guy stays dead. Did I rescind your search and destroy? No, it's just not rendering an arrow for him. Okay. Perfect. Oh, delightful. Double explosions. Let's give it another go, indeed. Alright, that's another defensive fleet down. Excellent. Continue. Pick through the wreckage. Give me your supplies, gentlemen. And I'll be taking your station now. I believe we can do another raid, right? Yeah, we can. Let's go for supplies, because they've got a lot of these. We might lose more Marines, but keep in mind, we always have Marines. Let's do most of our Marines there, and then the other two on there. I think I'm okay with that. Launch the raid. 19 more Marines are down, but we got a bunch of supplies. Ooh, a hill. That's not bad. I think it's the first hill we've seen. In terms of supplies, at least. Expand magazines. It's a mod spec we already know. Okay. I think at this point, let's engage them. I don't think we need to raid it again. Are we reducing its combat readiness by doing that? No, that's not a thing, is it? Surely that's not a thing, that raiding a station reduces its combat readiness. Well, 377 Marines in your fleet. Ships, target, ship equipment, and supplies. Estimated value of ships chain. No, I don't think it is. I don't think so. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and deal with the station. Continue to the battle. Deploy everything. Well, actually, let's hold back a bunch of the frigates. We don't need all the frigates. Let's bring in only the tankiest frigates. So none of the wolves that don't have officers. And definitely want the Hyperion and the Astral. The Astral will make short work of a station, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I think this is a good fleet. The Eagle should be, like, the Eagle and the Astral should be our like, mainstays of getting up into the, thing's face. Oh yeah, they're targeting us with lasers all the way out here. This is a midline pirate station. That's quite a bit of firepower. Ooh, Blair, back up. Blair. I almost want to have everyone just hold off until we get the capital ships in here. But the Omens make a really good distraction / destruction fleet. Like, the Omens are definitely capable of destroying everything here. But we definitely need to mostly wait for the main ship. Hyperion, that was a pretty much wasted torpedo. Okay, Eagle, your job is to get in there and fight the damn thing. Mainly so that the rest of us can actually get up there and shoot it with missiles and stuff. The Omen's just straight up tanking the majority of the fight. What are these Omens? What monster did I make with these Omens? Good lord. Eagle, would you please actually go fight the damn thing? Well, don't eliminate it, but definitely give it an engage order. Eagle's the only one that fucking ignored it. Destroyer, you're literally just everyone get up here. I think the engage does mean that actually get up there and fight it. I'm pretty damn sure. Like, we could do some damage here if we had more freaking support from our big guns. Also, stop firing Reapers at the freaking pylons. You can fire Reapers at the main body of the freaking vessel. You don't have to fire Reapers at the pylons. I gotta back up. Also, a bomber-heavy loadout would be good for the Astral for sieging stations, for sure. Eagle is still being useless. Eagle, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna kill the engage order. I'm just gonna genuinely give him an eliminate order. Get in there and fight, you piece of shit. You're not even firing at him. Like, the Brawler at least has an excuse. He's slow and defensive. The Eagle has no reason to not be in there. The Eagle is our tankiest ship, and I'm including the Astral in that regard. Oh shit, I'm being targeted. Oh, bad lasers. Keep your lasers off me. So I'm not letting these fighters live. Would be a foolish maneuver. Especially because they keep fucking up Blair. Blair is actually quite damaged at the moment. Okay, we got one pod left. The Eagle's actually capable of doing some damage when he actually fights. There we go. Plenty of damage. Let's do it. And no one died. The Vanguard died. Only one demon. We can deal with that. Well, the Vanguard proved itself extremely tanky. What a surprise. The frigate couldn't fight a capital ship, or not a capital ship, a freaking station 101? What? What are you saying? What are you saying? You saying a frigate might not be the best tool for fighting a whole freaking station? I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh, we leveled up. Hell yeah. Let's take a gander. We definitely want... Which one of these do we want first? Additional hull mods. That takes more story points, right? Whereas this one, this affects frigates that don't have officers, or all ships, not actually just frigates, all ships that don't have officers. That's pretty good. Alternatively, all fighters and grants increased effect to ships with officers. Increased effect for ships with officers, including flagship. We're not doing much fighters. We're not doing fighters. We're doing a wolf pack. That's really good. Because it's extra command point recovery, three skills, helmsmanship, damage control, and combat endurance for all ships without officers, which is a lot of them. And deployment point cost reduced by 20% or 10 points, whichever is less. That's really good, actually. And salvage the field. Excellent. Lots of supplies. And now that we did that, let's go ahead and capture these comm relays and stuff like that, and we'll get some information. That also drive the pirates in this system nuts. So if there's any pirates left in this system, they'll come after us. Which is good. It's exactly what we want. We want to take control of the array. Let's also overload it. I'm curious what that looks like. And it's within 10 light years. Neutrino burst emitted plus 10. Oh, plus 10. Any nearby slipstreams will now be visible on the map. Ooh. I guess there's no nearby slipstreams. Or it's not the map that I'm supposed to be looking at. Maybe it's the mini-map? Is the planet surveyed? No. It's a barren world. It's unsurveyed and a white dwarf by itself. As it does have all the different things, though, doesn't it? It has a makeshift comm relay, a makeshift sensor array, and a makeshift nav buoy. We'll take a look at Golter. Might as well. Moderate ore, sparse rare ore, widespread ruins. Nothing really useful except for the ruins. Harvested organs. Oh, God. Note. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Where can we sell these right now? Umbra? Holy shit. Well then. That's a significant number of organs. Also a proximity charge launcher. It could be useful. Oh my god, also the food too. We'll take all. We'll leave the metal behind. Wow. That's a lot of organs. That is so many organs. Oh my god. If one doesn't ask too many questions. That is so many organs. I don't like that the only places to sell them right now are the Luddic Path and the Pirates. I don't like that. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Absolutely nuts. Continue. There's also something next to the star. Let's go find out what that is. Is it a freaking research station? Well, that's fleet. Oh, no, it's a false contact because we put false contacts into the freaking sensor, right? And then we took it over. Holy crap, that's so many resources. We may as well take the nav buoy as well. No, take control of it. There we go. Yeah. Well, no pirates have taken over the other things, which means that this system is probably clear of pirates at this point. Let's get out of here. Okay, there's one there. So I guess there's only one slipstream near us, and it's not visible on this map. So it must not be... Is it on the intel map, maybe? Is there a, like... Gates, hostilities, important... Exploration, maybe? Ooh. That's a lot of symbols. That's a lot of symbols. What if we look at the hyperspace topography? We're almost there. We're almost to the next thing. Which is... Maximum burn increased by 3 while in hyperspace. That's really nice. Hostilities... No. Major events... Like, major events, maybe? No? I figured it'd be visible somewhere, but I guess not. It says visible on map, but not this map, I guess. Also, yeah, they lost Garnier. Okay. Oh, wait, what if we turn off... Like, fuel range or something? Is that visible there? No. I figured maybe it was a thing down here, but I was just... Nope, I was wrong. Oh, wait, yes! If we turn off Starscape, we can see the slipstreams. Oh my god, yes! That's so cool! So if we make it look like an actual map, then we can see where the slipstreams are. That's so cool! But I like the Starscape. It looks pretty. Look at that. It looks pretty. Prettier than this. Okay. Oh, it's always on. Oh, that's actually kind of cool looking at it like this. Let's turn the rest of that back on. Not constellations. Neat to know, but not super important. Show only the names of systems and planets known to be inhabited. Ah, right, of course. Okay. And explored. Yeah, so the question marks is there's planets there that are just unsurveyed. X is fully everything is fully surveyed, and then blank is we haven't even been there yet. That's a neutron star. Let's not go to the neutron star. All right, well that was a fun little thing that we found out. We learned a bit about. Wasn't there a bounty on that? Did the bounty expire before we claimed it? Where's fleet log? Huh. That would be a damn shame if the bounty expired before we actually managed to claim it. Gamma Mengrel? Where is that? Epsilon Mengrel? It's behind us. Nah, we're good. I'm gonna leave that Phaeton there as well. I don't want to salvage anything in the middle of the storm. I think I'm good, thank you. And we're out. Have we explored this black hole? Looks like yes, we have. I'm just gonna trust that we scanned it too. Hi, you're a fleet on a salvage expedition. Have fun. Alright. That also should, in theory, have been enough time for us to get the next mission from Provost Baird popping up at Glacia. Which, to be fair, first of all, we need to offload all these freaking organs. Where's Umbra again? Umbra is in Asconia. Okay. Asconia is up here. Right there. We need to offload all these organs before we go somewhere else. I am not going into the Hegemony planet and being found with 800 organs in my inventory. Because remember, organs are a black market item in the Hegemony. I think everywhere but the Tri-Tachyon and Pirates, actually. Factions, yeah, harvested organs, harvested organs, harvested organs, harvested organs, harvested organs, AI cores, harvested organs, and none. So it's literally just Tri-Tachyon and the Pirates that don't mind you selling organs. So we're offloading all these organs before we get caught with them. Oh my goodness, that's so many organs. Why are you down? Oh, because you think I'm a pirate. You know, that's fair. Okay, which one of these is the jump point for Umbra? Can we see where Umbra is right now? It's in the top. It's in the very top, so it would be this one up here. There's a tiny, like, Ludic fleet versus a frickin' Sindrian frickin' detachment. Yeah, no, you're screwed. I was saying, we're keeping our thing off because we gotta talk to Umbra. Whoop. Trade goods. I was saying, the other fleets are too small to fucking try and go against us. There's so many organs. This is a disturbing number of organs. It's 163,000 worth of organs. Sell off the metal. We'll sell off the... Is there anywhere that needs food right now? No. So we'll just... Actually, here's one of the better places to sell it, so we'll just sell it here. Domestic goods? Nichitika could use them. That's a long way to go for not a lot of caring, in my opinion. Lobsters are luxury goods, Nichitika again. We'll sell off the squalls. We don't need that many. We don't need so many hammer barrages either. Selling stuff to the pirates black market is pretty good because that means we don't destabilize the normal market and don't piss anyone off while we're doing it. We can sell off like all but 2 of the pylons, I think. I don't remember how many is left in storage. The Iron Rocket Pot will keep. The Hellbores we can sell. The Cyclone Reaper will keep. The Storm Leader will keep. The Mark 9 autocannons will sell. The Arbalists will keep. The Light Mortars will sell a couple of them. The Mining Lasers, I want them all gone. Machine Guns, gone. Autocannon, gone. The Vulcans will keep. The Peak Lasers will keep. The Reapers will sell. I don't really like Reapers that much. Not if the Hammer was introduced. The Hammer is a better mount than the Reaper, in my opinion, because it gives you more versatility than just one torpedo. The Hill will keep. Salamander Pods. I know we've got enough of these. We'll sell that up. Hold on. What storm just rolled in real life? Holy shit. Today is a day of weather, apparently, in real life. We've had hail, we've had sun, we've had wind. Now we have a lightning storm. And a lot of rain to go with it. It's off the survey data, because, again, why not? Stabilized shields will sell. The broadswords will keep. The Sarissas we will keep, because they're new, and I want to see them in action. Ire Autolance, we're keeping that. Hephaestus Assault Gun, keeping that. Gravitons will keep. The Single Atropos will sell. That will sell. Stormer will keep. I'm liking the look of everything else as far as keeping this stuff goes. Yeah, looks like we're gonna keep the rest of that. Also, I just noticed. Where did we get this? I can't get rid of these things. Why do they keep showing up? We'll buy the fuel from the black market here. Where's the best place to buy fuel right now? It's probably going to always be, yeah, Syndria, because they make a shitload of it. Which we're actually in the system. We could go buy fuel from Syndria. Which is one of the best places to buy, rather than here. That's fine with me. Let's confirm that. Open market, they've got tons of stuff available. Pirate military. I didn't even know they had a military. That's neat. I guess it makes sense for them to have military systems. Ooh, there's a lot of afflictors, but the pirate ones don't have the universals. No, they have hybrids instead. There's a normal Tempest. They've got 2 Tempests here that I can pick up. That is awfully tempting to have 2 Tempests. But I don't trust Blair in a Tempest anymore. But let's go visit Sindri and Dictat and see what they're up to. We do need to stock up the Marines. Perfect. Oh, hang on. Is the hail back? Can't even see out my window anymore. It's such heavy rain, I literally cannot see out my window. To check if there's hail. Oh my goodness. Let's sort this inventory so we have a better idea what we have and we don't have. Oh, we can sell this. We can sell these organics too. Okay, that looks like a good assortment of stuff. Do we want to keep the rest of this? We don't want the piranhas. Didn't even know they were there. God, I thought it was heavy before. It was so heavy that I couldn't see out my window and it just got heavier. Good lord. That is some serious weather coming down. Alright, that's good for me. Oh, actually, wait. Before we do that, dockside bar. And Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Hold up. I just heard it from the other side of the apartment complex. Oh, shit. Hang on. Oh my god. Holy shit. Are we a tornado warning? Hold up, I gotta check the weather real quick. No, just stupidly high winds. Holy shit. Sorry for the brief interruption, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta check on this. Wow. That is actually insane. I don't know if you can even hear me anymore. Holy crap. I don't think that's audible on the microphone, but the rain is coming down in such heavy sheets, I cannot see the ground outside of my apartment. It's starting to lighten up now, but holy moly, that was heavy. I still can't see the highway. Holy shit. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Brief distraction as I thought the apartment was about to fly away. Like, I've never heard any noise come from the roof of this apartment before. I just heard that come from literally every direction. And I'm only near one of the exterior walls. That was trippy as hell. Okay. What was this? Oh, this is a guy who wants to do something. Yeah, what about it? Warehouse on Sphinx, Ray Brown Associated Third Party, range 67,000 credits, 350 Marines. Hegemony Logistics. No. No. No, I'm okay, thank you. So you're saying we don't need the Hyperstorm background noise tonight? Seriously. You follow the adjutant to the private booth. They give a salute and redeploy toward the bar. Captain, Colonel Nail Brutox, greets you with without flourish. Please do sit, make yourself comfortable. He motions towards a pitcher of cool, clear water. He is always on duty from the looks of it. Stratcom requires an irregular force to disrupt the orbital works on Kulon for at least 60 days. A few flicks on the datapad and a hollow map floats above the table. The intel is comprehensive, estimated garrison stats and deployment disposition. The target is 3 light years away. The Special Operations Office has agreed to pay 120,000 credits if you can complete the mission. You examine the data and estimate that only roughly 1,000 Marines would be required to pull off this operation. The pirate colonel watches you as you make calculations, patiently awaiting your response. Yeah, this is a pirate station with actual forces for sure. No, we're good. We don't want to fight the Tri-Tachyon. Com directory. Do you have any officers to hire? That's what I was looking for, was officers to hire. I'm good for the moment. Let's leave. These two small fleets, I don't think they care about us at the moment. They will as soon as I do this. But they're not a threat to us. We're very dangerous compared to them. Let's head to Syndria and let's buy some fuel. And just like that, I can see the highway again. The storm is letting up pretty heavily now. From Syndria to Fikenheld. On the way out, it'll have supplies, heavy machinery, fuels, and ship holes. On the trip back, it'll have food. Fair enough. It's a lot of food. Oh my god, that's a lot of fleets. We're allies with the Syndria, right? Or at least not hostile to them. Holy crap, they have so much stuff here. Let's buy some fuel. They have so much fuel. That's literally enough to fill up our entire fleet. Thank you, Syndria. You have so much in the way of everything. 234% fleet size. And ship quality. That's crazy. Oh, it's a size 7 station, that's why. Or a size 7, colony. You've got a lot of fun stuff here. You got a lot of... I'm not even able to look at your military? Come on. Okay, fine. They got a strike on the black market. I don't think I want to buy anything on the black market here, because there's a amount of crap here, which is a shame, because there's a carrier here that I would not be against buying. That is, a disturbing amount of stuff they have in orbit here, and I do not want to piss it off. Oh, there's Voltron. This is a great system. Holy crap. They've got a lot of stuff here. Com director, you got any freelance officers available? Freelance administrator. You're a story officer, though, aren't you? Yeah. You're very good, but you're a story officer. I really want an officer that has fighter capability to stick in charge of our, let a pilgrim. Interesting. Taking pilgrims to the shrine on Beholder Station. Oh, Beholder Station has a shrine, does it? I don't think that's here. Yeah, Beholder Station's not here. That's command and control. Oh, yeah, that's their capital. Of course Syndria has a ton of ships around its capital. Duh. Fast picking. Oh, because I can see from here. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's head to the jump point. Let's go around the corona of the star. Jump to hyperspace, boys. And kill the transponder. Are you pirates? No, you're just a normal smuggler. Okay. Corvus is the objective. Drop off our loot, and then we're headed to Glacia from there. Mercantile convoy. Turn to Jingala with domestic goods and crew. Are you a normal smuggler? You're a normal smuggler, not a pirate. I just wanted to check. Just wanted to check. Turn the transponder on and then jump, please. Thank you. Terraforming platform with all of our delightful loot. I can't, like, I feel a little bad for interrupting the stream to just be slightly in awe of that storm, but, like, I deal with storms all the time. I live in a place where it storms. That was huge. I realize that you can't really take, you just take my word for it. That was an insane amount of crap that was coming out of the sky there. Also, just to check. That makes 5. God damn. These fucking things. These goddamn combat android makers. Oh my god. Combat drone replicators. Good god. They just refuse. They refuse to ever stop existing. 87. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's take a gander real quick at the Astral. What? Oh, also the Vanguard. I wanted to restore you after you took that hit. There we go. It's only 43,000. It's well within our price range to do. You, Astral. Restoring you would cost 576,000. No, we're good. We're good. You can keep the sensor array being damaged. That's fine with me. That's completely unnecessary. Let's see. I would love a fast missile ship rather than this for my fleet. I think swapping out the Warthogs for a bomber would be pretty good. We've already got a longbow. Cobra would be really funny because it just drops a Reaper and then leaves. Rocket bombers are pretty good. Claw fighters, are they crewed? They are crewed. They're the ones with the ion cannon. I do like those. Not as good as they used to be, though. The Starsector is something I do want to check out. It's got the auto cannons and it's got canister flak. Canister flak is pretty good. It doesn't have a shield. Plus speed is 140, so it's not very fast. Interesting. The Astral can keep up with us right now, so speed's not really the Astral's problem, thankfully. I've done a lot of points into keeping this thing, like, compatible with our fleet, so to speak. So ditching it would kind of suck. But I also really want to know, like, what is a good loadout for this freaking thing? Like, what's a better loadout than what it is currently? There's a guy who beat 5 of the hardest fleets in the entire game with nothing but, was it 4 or 5 Astrals? So I probably should at some point go look at his thing and see how he did that. See what loadout he used, because I know it's better than this. Let me put it that way. For everything that isn't fighting a station, the Squalls is probably pretty bad. Let's swap out the Squalls with... I kind of want to just go double pylons. We don't have double pylons. Interesting. At that point, the Squall is actually the cheaper of the options. Locust would be good against things with no shields and things that are short range. And that gives us a little more. That gives us 8 points to spend on fighters. We could send it on a dagger bomber wing, which that's a lot. That's 3 Atropos torpedoes in one wing, and they have shields, and they're fast. So that wouldn't hurt. Alternatively, we could swap out, like, the Wasps with something bigger. We could swap out the Wasps for, like, the Luxes instead. They're a bit more dangerous, but they don't have active flares, or they don't have point defense weapons. The longbows do have point defense, which is interesting. The claws don't have point defense either. Alternatively, we could swap out one of the broadswords for even more Wasps. I mean, they're automated, so that's not a bad idea. It'll definitely prevent us from losing crew if we use all drones. Broadswords aren't bad, though. Wait, since when do Wasps have a proximity mine? Huh. They might not be terrible with that extra proximity mine there. But let's swap out the Wasps for the Sarissa, because that's canister flak, which is good at, well, it's flak. Swap out the Wasps, and let's swap out the... we don't have points to swap out anything else. If we drop 3 capacitors, we could drop out the Cobra Bomber Swap it for the Kopesh, maybe, on the Warthogs. Well, the Warthogs are the only thing that really does a lot of damage in this loadout, isn't it? The Xiphos wing has the Ion Beam, which is at least something. Their maximum support range is 0? Wait. Your navigation feeds from large ship means incapable of operating independently. Oh, so it doesn't actually leave anymore. The Xiphos doesn't leave the carrier anymore. I thought I could have sworn it used to do that. Okay, so it literally just sits at the backside and fires beams. I'm not gonna lie, having a ton of these would be really funny, because that would be what? 2 per wing, and if we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, that would be an extra 12 ion beams. That's kind of tempting, but we don't have enough Xiphos wings to do that, nor do we have enough ordnance points to do that. But it would be very funny. 12 ion beams is nothing to scoff at. That's a lot of ion beams, and they come with advanced optics, too. Anyway, that's more of almost a defense fleet. Let's swap that out for a dagger. Let's swap that out for a dagger. We don't need defense on the freaking mothership. We can... I know the other guy used a lot of heavy blasters on his ship. Ooh, auto lances are very good. They are very good. I'd actually... Yeah, I'm going to swap one of the graviton beams for that. And then I'm going to swap the rest for PD lasers. I think as we get more IR auto lances, we'll swap the medium slots with IR auto lances, because I really like those a lot. And they actually are less than the graviton beams in terms of ordnance points. That gives us an extra 8 to play around with again. We could drop in the Lux Heavy Fighters. Those are automated. And they are part of the Remnant fleet, which means they are very good. Alternatively, we can go with another bomber and just absolutely shred things with Annihilator rocket pods, because that's 2 Annihilator rocket pods per fighter. So that's 4 rocket pods per wing of Kopeshes. Oh, do I only have 1 wing of Kopeshes? Oh, well, that makes me sad. I want more Kopeshes. They're fun. I like them. Those broadswords, let's swap them out for an interceptor for the... I guess they are an interceptor, aren't they? No, they're a heavy fighter. Lux Heavy Fighter. We can spend up to 12 more points on them. This has point defense. Let's use that. And then it still has the kinetic bomb. So we're going real heavy on the bombers now, because we don't have to worry about dooms anymore. So this fleet should shred anything that doesn't have shields. And if it does have shields, that's what the kinetic bombers are for. Anybody want to trade a pristine nano forge? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, I'll give you some combat drone. I'll give you 2 combat drone replicators for 1 pristine nano forge. I can do that twice. That would be ridiculous. That would be insane. I'm guessing that's what that was in response to, and I just missed it. Oh my goodness, that's absolutely insane. Let's auto-assign this weapon group. It's a terrible design. I know it's a terrible design, but I just want the Astral sitting in the back dispensing bombers onto the battlefield. That's all I wanted to do. That's fine with me. Okay, with that, let's head... we already transferred all the cargo out of here, right? We got graviton beams, fighter wings, squalls, fighter wings. Okay, that's everything transferred. Ships. We're gonna leave behind the Fat Boys Ninja Express. Well, it doesn't take much maintenance, does it? It only takes 11 maintenance per month. It is useful. It adds more sensor strength than it does profile, which is not something I can say for any of the other freighters. But we are going to store it. We're going to store the Fat Boys Ninja Express. We're going to store the fuel that was on it as well, because we just ran out of capacity there. And now, when it takes time for stealth, that means we have 2 of these things. Delightful. Also, this one, I'm going to take this real quick. I'm going to go down here to Next Route 3OP, and I'm going to rename this one to the ISS Draper. There we go. So now they're both named after you. Congratulations. No one else wants a ship named after them, so it's all yours, buddy. Alright, and now we will drop this one off. There we go. Alright, as a note, did any officers level up? Yes. The officer in charge of the Hafkin, Monday Deimos, leveled up, as well as Obazu. Let's see. Hang on. Monday, you're cautious commander. You're in charge of the Halfkin. We have combat endurance, target analysis, system expertise, and gunnery implants. Let's give you... Point defense would be good. I guess you could name them the Chance ships. Yeah. The Chance ships. Slim and fat. Ah, I see. Okay. That's an idea. Let's give you... Damage control is good. Missile specialization is also good. Polarized armor is okay. Energy weapon mastery is pretty good. I almost want to give you point defense, even though it's not as useful for what you're flying right now. There's your point defense weapons by 200. Let's give you missile specialization. That's special, puts you more towards aggressive, you know, shooty bang bang skills. We don't have anyone who's not currently flying anything. Yeah, we need one officer. We need one officer, and I want him to be in charge of the Astral. Let's see if Fasharu has any officers available. No. Did we check Jingala? I can't remember if we checked Jingala or not while we were there. Let's check it now. We might as well. It's right here. It's not exactly far away. Administrator, station commander. No, no one's here. I don't have any AI course to turn in, so I don't know why I'm talking to you. Alright, let's get out of here. I could go visit Garner Extraction Depot now that it's decivilized. I don't know what... No, actually, what do you have when you visit a decivilized place like this? I don't know. I've never done it before. Norton Olympus. Is he in charge of antiviruses? I've never visited a decivilized thing. There are no laws, but an unwritten code of bravado and posturing maintains a tense peace, or more accurately, a ceasefire. So deals can be made, information traded, and spoils sold. Independent miners who work the moons abroad gather here to sell their hauls, trade tales, and otherwise unwind. Investigate cargo. Oh, it just becomes a... Oh, it becomes a straight up just abandoned station where we can store stuff. Wow. So we really just fucked it. Explore the ruins. Wait. The ruins here are unexplored because it's been taken from the pirates. It's been destroyed. Yeah. Oh my god, we can check the ruins. Hegemony Auxiliary Blueprint. Sure, why not? Why not? Alright, let's head over to Glacia and see what we got. Let's get out of here. I did not know that you could explore the ruins on Barad if you take down the people on Barad. I did not know that. That's interesting. Flees over fuel capacity. Extra 0.3 supplies per day. Well, we'll be under our fuel capacity real quick. Who's doing stuff out here? Who are you? Traveling the Sphinx? You a smuggler? Versatile convoy. You're lit up like a Christmas tree over there. You must have your transponder on. I mean, so do we, but we're not going far. Jump to Pontus, please. So we should have the ability to get a mission at this point. To do... Alright, let me get a real quick drink of water. Since I have some reading to do. As your fleet follows automated traffic control signals into a parking orbit, your comms officer calls for your attention. Captain, I have Academic and Sebastian on the link. He says it's urgent. Put him on. Sebastian appears, looking anxious, which is not unusual. Captain of Videos, whoever I just spoke with, well, there's something to be said for common courtesy and... Oh, should I say, hello, I hope you are well? Before you can answer, he continues, I apologize, but Provost Baird wants to meet with you, and it's, important. That is to say, this pertains to your previous involvement in a study at Glacia Academy. He pauses for a moment to let this sink in. So, please do come meet with Provost at your earliest convenience. Thank you, Captain. Sebastian shuts off the comms link. Comms without his usual attempts at small talk. Sebastian is shooketh. He do be shooketh. Those Academy people are verbose. Very true. This is stuff we've all done. Inform the agent that Provost is expecting you for a meeting. You enter the Provost Baird office and the thick wooden doors close softly behind you. Captain, Baird says, turning to you from her desk. Good. Sit. We have much to discuss. Going by past experience, you feel this will be more of a lecture than a discussion. Sit down. Get comfortable. Absolutely. I imagine our captain did videos here. Is probably sits down in the biggest, cushiest chair in the office, and then just immediately turns sideways, legs up over the side, and just chills, and starts like picking at her fingernails while Anita Baird talks. Like, I imagine that's exactly what she does. We've rebuilt the theoretical work held in the Calator archive. Academic and Karush's research now supersedes those developments. The moat induction device in the Project Ziggurat hole you discovered and scanned was key, for it demonstrates truly unorthodox hyperphysics. Tri-Tachyon's use of AI has made a breakthrough, though I suspect that the human element of the Tri-Tachyon has only rudimentary theoretical understanding of what they've created. We're ahead of them in that respect, Captain, so it shall be we who reap the ultimate prize, however. Our hands are tied, Baird looks up, as if defying some overbearing god. Thomas Calator played Tri-Tachyon and the hegemony off each other. It was a delicate balance, and he lost control. The hegemony was forced to act, and I was forced to step forward to clean up his mess. It is clear that a side had to be chosen, so I have chosen the hegemony. They are a known quantity, whereas Tri-Tachyon is mercurial, and their indiscreet abuse of AI core technology threatens to open Pandora's box for a third time. To this end, I must assure High Hegemon Dowd that the Glacier Academy has his interests in mind as we push toward the next breakthrough. I need you to make direct contact with the top executive of the hegemony. Presumably, we can reassert most of the terms of the agreement Provost Thomas Calator had previously promised and subsequently failed to deliver to High Hegemon Dowd, with, is the Provost gritting her teeth? Additional provisions that information sharing due to Calator's squandering of that trust. Dowd needs to know that there won't be any more dramatic, destructive public experiments on his watch. So I go to check a mass stack and ask to see the High Hegemon? Of course not, Baird says curtly. The High Hegemon does not simply speak with people like you. Besides, imagine what the Luddites would think if you went to Dowd's office saying the Glacier Academy wants to talk about firing up Moloch's grand experiment again. He'd be a fool to rattle that hornet's nest of small-minded millennialists. What you're going to do is get diplomatic credentials from a highly placed Persian League VIP. Your cover story is you're acting as an envoy between the Yarbe faction of the Kazaron and the Hegemony. What's the Yarbe faction? Why would this Yarbe person help me, or you? Why can't you talk directly to the Hegemon? Get credentials from Yarbe, talk to the Hegemon. Got it. What's the Yarbe faction? A major player in the Persian League internal politics. Gens Yarbe is one of the big three Kazaron dynastic family corporations, and they favor, let's call it a compromise, which would see the Persian League unite with the Hegemony. Baird removes her spectacles for a moment. League, Hegemony, reconciliation. She shakes her head incredulously. What is important is that the Hegemony and the Church will accept an envoy bearing Yarbe diplomatic credentials, having a private talk with High Hegemon Dowd. Why not directly to the Hegemon? The Hegemony, for all of its posturing, the loyalty, tradition, and honor, Baird smirks, it's an old collection of factions and ministries with conflicting goals. Their infighting is all by the book, of course. Usually, but the book, as our Luddic friends can attest, will tell a different story depending on who is doing the reading. Let me be blunt, Captain. Many in the Hegemony would see me, and you, imprisoned or executed for what we've done. The Luddic Church hardliners pray to make an example of us again, and there are enough faithful in the Hegemony ranks that keeping their secrets from the Church is difficult. Calator made the mistake of providing his enemies an excuse. Now hostile eyes watch Glacier Academy waiting for another slip-up. I happen to know that Baikal Dowd is open-minded about my great project, though he cannot act openly. He is, after all, the High Hegemon. Get credentials from Yarbe. Talk to the High Hegemon. Got it. Go to Kazaron, in the Thule system, Baird says. Remind Horace Yarbe of how we stand. When you meet High Hegemon Dowd, tell him that the rewards for Glacier Academy's research will be exclusive this time. I'll provide you the documents to give him. The Provost turns from you to look out over the diamond matrix windows of her office. Once the High Hegemon's cooperation is settled, we can proceed to the active experimentation stage. You can tell she's smiling now, as if she can't help herself. Croz's team is putting the finishing touches on a gate scanner. We'll need more data, and we need you to collect it. Go and speak with her about this. Do whatever she requires. You understand well enough by now that this is your cue to leave, and on cue you feel the doors open behind you. The mirror-masked guard awaits. Open the comm directory. Celia Carouse. The comm image stabilizes on Carouse in her laboratory office, surrounded by holographic projections of data tables. Oh, she says, looking up. Captain Videos, yes, Provost Baird said I'm to fill you in on the new development. She sweeps away several displays worth of work. Arcane glyphs and diagrams collapse into unobtrusive icons. First, she says, this is a prototype device. I told the Provost that we're only partway through the test procedures. We've been using the Glaciate Gate as a test case, but I suppose if we're making ongoing calibrations up to the firmware via hypercom... Garus mumbles to herself as she starts tapping out a new checklist. Clear your throat impatiently. What exactly is it you want me to do? I like Scylla, more than I like Baird, so we're gonna be patient. She looks abashed. I'm not doing a very good job of this, am I? Teaching was never... Sorry, let me answer your question. Garus takes a deep breath, centering herself. This prototype can interact with a gate manifold itself. It is my supposition that the gate network is not so much collapsed as it is folded up. It's there, but inaccessible. Maybe. We'll need to test certain properties, and she looks at you and she looks at an ancillary display, catches herself, and turns back to you. It was your scan of the moat induction device from the ziggurat hull that opened the door. It showed us things. Her voice rises with excitement. Unimaginable things. Or, she catches her enthusiasm with a skeptical look, what it showed was highly improbable within the current body of accepted theory. There are entirely new subfields of hyperspace physics out there, whatever. It's just waiting for our first observation. Fascinating. How have I seen these discoveries? Okay, calm down. I need to know how to carry out my mission. Fascinating. Right, of course. We're transferring the gate scanner to your fleet now. I'll give you the rundown on the operation. Garus pulls up a new shared holo display, a wireframe depiction of a domain area gate. An icon standing off about 3 diameters from the ring itself seems to represent your flagship. You recognize a diffused bubble around it as the influence of a drive field. Looks simple enough. You'll have to be stationed fairly close to the gate, and you must ensure that there are no active drive fields within the gate diameter itself. She focuses back on the display. Once you're in place, execute the pre-coded instructions. The data will encrypt itself and be sent back to me when you're in range of a hypercom relay. We'll need to calibrate the hyperdimensional transform, of course, so you'll need to scan 6 different gates. We've already scanned the Glaciate gate, so it has to be 6 other gates. Then comes the next step. The next step? Provost Baird said I shouldn't talk about it, Chris says, but seeing as he hired the line of fire... Without thinking, she glances away, then speaks quietly. We've been calling it the Janus device. It's a premature name, to admit it. But when the hyperphysics team gets excited, she shrugs helplessly. There's no stopping them. It's just... Garus notices a blinking display. The equipment transfer is complete, Captain. You're good to go. Received gate scanning debate. What was that you were saying? She sighs unhappily, looks more tired than you've ever seen. The team is eager, and I appreciate their work, but my strength is theory, not hardware applications. It's also clumsy. In our fabrication equipment, the techs try their best, but the Provost expects the world and more. She wants to push the schedule faster. It's simply too fast. I need time to refine the math, to run more equipment tests, and get top-line components. Garus stifles a yawn, and get some sleep. If Alyssa was here, this would all be so simple. Alyssa Zal, right? From Westerness? Garus looks at you like she's thinking. To trust you, to hide something. Yes, I mean, at first, things became complex. She got in a lot of trouble, and I don't want to make it any worse. One of her many displays pops an alert which chimes urgently. Sorry, Captain, I need to get back to work. We put together a new hyperwave rig. They're waiting for me in the test chamber. Good luck. Can we go get Alyssa? I don't... Is that a secret thing? Is it just there for the sake of looking at it, or can we actually go do that? It was Alyssa Zal from... Oh, I literally closed it. I don't remember what it said. One of you who can rewind the stream, tell me where Alyssa Zal was. It was... Kalachor? No. Where was it? Somewhere. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember. Anyway, accepted missions. We need to go to Thule and scan 6 gates on our way out. We're pretty much here. Westerness. Thank you. Sector. Westerness is here, and it was Feichenheld that was in Westerness. Let's go there and see if anything happens. I'm just curious now, honestly. I never thought about that before. If we can actually go do that. It's something to do, you know? It's not like we don't have things to do, but at the same time, we've got a lot of firepower, and things aren't gonna really get in the way. We got a lot of supplies. Let's pop into Corvus, where is the gate in Corvus right now? It is up here with Jingala. So actually the Jingala jump point's pretty much perfect. Hi, Tri-Tachyon Corporate Trader. Do they have all phase ships in that fleet? Except for the fuel tenders. That's funny. We'll go scan the gate. Special Task Force scanning. Hi. You're here to make sure I don't touch this gate, aren't you? Accept the comm request. Citizen, this is a special naval operation zone. Stay clear or you will be fired upon. What's the special operation for? An appalled look manages to sneak to the hegemony commander's Marshal Facade. Hegemony naval operations are strictly confidential, she says. Citizen. Your operation will fail without my help. Excuse me, citizen? You sense the Commander Olympus reaching for the disconnect button. I know about the gate scans. She blinks. I cannot confirm or deny any speculation concerning the nature of this confidential operation. Explain that you are scanning the gates as well. You summarize the story of the gate research from Thomas Calator's failed glacier experiment onward, leaving out inconvenient details about your own involvement. You speak of Tri-Tachyon's secret research and the High Hegemon's tacit approval of the Glacier Academy resuming the project. The Hegemony Commander's face freezes as you speak and remains unnaturally still. You sense through sheer effort of will. Interesting story, Captain. She blinks rapidly. What is your point in telling it? Your scan won't work, mine will. I'll do the scan and give you my data. Takes a story point. We're not going to do it. Never mind. Let's talk about something else. I need to move your fleet away from the gate. Hegemony Commander's officious facade cracks for a moment. She looks shocked that you even make such a demand. Your request is absolutely denied. She spits, citizen. Sorry, I just really wanted to exhaust those options. I thought that was funny. Oh, wait. This inference coming from a nearby hegemony fleet. Scanner won't make a lot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. It started to move away, so I was like, will that work? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and get out of here then. There's no point sticking around. I imagine it's going to be like all of the like hegemony gates are probably going to be guarded much like that one is. Does this one have a gate? Does Duzak have a gate? No, it does not. So we're not going to bother going to Duzak. Does Asconia have a gate? Yes, Asconia does have a gate. We're heading to Westerness before we head to Thule. Just because I want to see if it's possible to recruit Eliza. I've never even thought about that. Also, Jeffrey, thank you very much. And trigger fingers be itching. Yeah, they do. Trigger fingers always be itching. Ooh, a smuggler from Kanta's Den to Inscothi. Oh, but it's an independent smuggler. Well, why are you telling me about it then? I don't want independent smugglers. I want smugglers I can kill. Come on now. Oh, hi, Umbra. Don't mind me. I'll be leaving now. Okay, thanks. Bye. Am I fast enough to escape you? I'm gonna say no is the answer to that question. I could probably take either one of you, but both of you at the same time? Probably not a great fight for me. Goodbye, mother truckers. Oh, there's a lot of pirates going on here. Okay. There's no one guarding the gate. Mine. Scan the gate. Your command display is overlaid with the actually, let's do this properly. A silent ring of adamantine material, derelict of a former age. Your sensor officer nods to your cue. Your command interface lights up. Execute scan, blinks expectantly. The gate awaits, as cold as a tomb. Scan the gate. Your command display is overlaid with a representation of hyperspace manifolds surrounding the gate. It is calm and cool, devoid of drive wakes. As the scan begins, you watch a line of disruption flare between the icon representing your flagship and the icon representing the gate. Spirals and ripples spill out in non-Newtonian waves, surging from a point at the center of the gate. No, it's not a point, it's a circle, a sphere, a torus, and an inverted funnel. Then some other form that makes you squeeze your eyes shut. You hear faint music from far away. Captain? Your senses officer is looking at you. The scan is complete. You realize it's the second time they said this, and you gesture as if you were simply lost in thought. It's a lot of pirates, though. Let's see if we can help that Sindrian fleet. Oh yeah, I want to help that one. I want to fight those pirates. That's a big chunk of pirates. I want to fight them. Fight the pirates! That's so many pirates. Oh, this is going to be a good fight. Continue. We're not going to launch the Eagle, but we are going to launch the Astral. I wish we could move him from there to the Astral first. Also, the Astral's deployment points went down. 40? Oh, because of the character ability we got. The level 10, or the max level fleet one. It went down from 50 to 40. That's pretty good. Because it doesn't have an officer on it. The Lasher is 3. Oh my god, that's crazy. That also means it'll also have several skills that it wouldn't normally have. Which I think we can actually see if we lock onto the Astral. Which might be difficult. No, we can't see it. We can see it when they have a captain, but we can't see it on the Astral. That's okay. Hello, Sindrian Dictat forces. How are you guys doing today? Ooh, they actually do have an ECM rating, which means controlling the sensor jammer might be useful. We'll leave that to the AI. I'm sure they'll be like, oh, a sensor jammer, we should control it. Even though we don't need to. Oh, you're so dead. You're such a dead little shit. Come here. Come here, little shit. Come here. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you good. Oh, he's so close to dead. We almost got him. We almost got him on the first drive out. That would have been so good. A lot of talents coming my way. I'd say the drones and between the drones, the Vanguard, and the other ships, we should be able to handle them pretty easily. Astral, what are you doing? Engage their venture. I want you to just fuck them up. Just get over here and start fighting. Ooh, shit. Hello. Glad I have my shield up. Holy crap. Okay, let's see. We can swing around to the left-hand side, I think. The Brawler, come up here and guard their Falcon. You are the Defender. Also guard their Falcon. I think we should be okay with that. Woo, shit. Stupid Venture. Stop melting me from a distance. I don't appreciate it. Stop it. I'm going after your squishy ships. Leave me alone. Like this Shrike that my other wolf is fighting on its own. Alright. You're in danger. I would say I'm also in danger, but that Cerberus is definitely gonna get killed. Hello, Condor. Ooh, squishy, 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 squishy. I do so love it when they leave their exposed backside to me. Ooh, the Victory of Galatia just died. What was it fighting? And where? And why isn't the Astral doing anything? It's really not doing much, honestly. Like, I told it to fighter strike this. What is the situation on its fighters? 93%. This might be too many fighters for us to fight. Let's bring in the Eagle. Let's bring him in. We might as well get him up here and have him help out. We're kind of just pestering the outsides at the moment. We haven't really struck into the core of that cruiser ball. They lowered the shields at the very wrong second. Okay, that's one more chunk of fighters that we don't have to deal with now. The Astral's not in danger. That's good. No one's really in danger except for the Hammerhead. Hammerhead's kind of in danger. Omen and the Wolf are striking over here. Oh, that's Blair. Okay. What are you doing? You are fighting that by yourself. Where's their Falcon? Because that's where a couple of our ships are defending their Falcon. Let's kill the escort on the Falcon and get the Brawler and them fighting in. Let's get you. You might win that fight. Hard to tell. The Wayfarer is a decent ship. Let's have you go help that Wayfarer. Just because we can. We have the comm relay. We might as well, give some orders around here. Let's get you three. Or, yeah, you three can probably move up. You can probably handle him on your own. But let's get the Vanguard to help you out. Just in case. We're all kind of back here. We could strike down and take these guys down. That'd be decent. If the Hyperion I could strike at the Shrike. See, the Colossus is probably too far away to help the Shrike if we can draw it out a little bit. I want you three to target down that Wayfarer. Actually, I want the Hyperion to help, because once we take down that Wayfarer and the Kite, that Venture's alone. And it'll die real fast against the whole power of our fleet. Jesus Christ, that auto lance sucks. Ventures have such range, good lord. Let's go for that guy. We've already got him on a eliminate order. I'm pretty much taking care of the Shrike along with the help of the Astral, which those bombers did some work right there. Oh yeah, he's down. I got the kite. The kite's not getting away, let me put it that way. Might as well dump a missile into his butt. Oh, it hit a fighter. Goodbye, Adventure. I got other things to kill. God, that thing's tanky. They're just literally just fucking surrounding it. That thing has so much freaking health. It's a level 5 captain. What skills does it have, actually? I'm curious. Damage control. That's why it's so tanky, because it's a Venture with damage control. Good God. Yeah, that's a lot. That's so much. And there it goes. Did anyone explode from that? No one else exploded. Okay, good. Let's get a lot of you, actually, to focus your attention down here. I want you to focus on him. The Hammerhead, your job is to guard the Eagle while he does that. Hang on. No, kill the medium escort. Just you. You three. I want you guys to kind of move in and start taking down this Manticore. Omen, I want you to just do nothing until the rest of us get there to support you. Let's take down these broadswords, because they're coming after me. And they're going to come after the rest of us anyway. Oh, we got a Sunder helping us out, actually. That's pretty good. How's everyone else doing up here? Looks like all those guys are dead. Yep, all those guys are dead, so focus down the Venture. We got that. Who over here decided to just go attack that Venture? Oh. Someone, because we took them off of that. Everyone over here kill the freaking Vanguard. Or the Manticore. Not the Vanguard. Don't kill our Vanguard, please. We need him. I also definitely don't want you anywhere near the enemy fleet, so I'm going to push you out of the way. There we go. Okay, this Shepherd is way out of the way. All of you guys, go for the Colossus. Oh, you all finished that up pretty quick. And this time, full assault. Just get in there and start fucking them up, boys. They got nothing left. We have an Astral in the fleet. Oh, he lived. I thought the explosion was him. Well, you know what? He's gonna die very soon anyway. Ooh, actually intercepted that. Good job. Damn it, I did it again. I turned off the ion pulsar. Is that everybody? That's everybody. Who died? Oh, right, the Victory of Galatia. I'm keeping it. I don't care. I'm keeping the Victory of Galatia. Was retreating? No, I'm good. Thank you. We're gonna just let you take the rest of that. I'm sure you got it. Used one story point, recovered. Oh, he took a story point to recover the Glacia. Why? Alright. Glacier with the Centurion Dictat improved. Nice. I do like the Centurion Dictat. Yeah, there's no point in me engaging. That thing's as good as dead. Although, you know what? I will salvage all this stuff. There's a lot of salvage to do. And we do like salvaging. No, we don't want to salvage a Buffalo, thank you very much. Venture-class cruiser. Ventures are pretty good, but that one's pretty fucked up. A Gremlin, it's the phase ship. Yeah, we don't need it, though. And there's a second debris field. I guess it counted as one debris field. We already scanned the gate. Let's get out of here. Where's the jump point? Yeah, it's the closest. I do love blowing stuff up. Oh, Jesus. Let's not fly through the corona of the stars, shall we? You two have fun there. Alright. Next up is Westerness. It was Fikenheld that had the planet where they were, which is the closest one to the star, because of course it freaking is. Probably this one right here. Transponder's already on, which is good, because we're here. Boop. Hello, everybody. Open a comm directory. Kelly Dust. Take a shuttle down to visit Dockside Bar. I guess we can't really do that, then. Join the table of tattooed roughs to see if their contract is up. Due to something mill-grade cybermods are drinking alarming amounts of liquor. You prove yourself worth of speaking to by partaking in a round of Atmo Drops, a drink based largely on consuming eye-watering liquor as quickly as possible. With the mercenary band, they're drunk for sure. They're drunk for sure, but are composed enough to speak around the precise details of why they're being investigated by local authorities. After a couple of the mercs head up to order a round of oral bombardments, their leader pulls you aside and sketches out the proposal. 40 suits. We fight in Vac or Black. I'll give you your contract for 6,000. Our contract for 6,000, and that's giving it away. Put us to work or sell it elsewhere. Doesn't matter to me. If you can get us out of this fix, what do you say? Crew quarters can accommodate an additional 1,184 personnel. What is it? Is this just Marines? Is this just Marines? Total price is 6,000. Wake up the next day in a small room with the bars. Don't really remember how you got there. How many more rounds was it with the mercs? 1? 3? Okay, so we can just come back and talk to them if we need to. How many Marines is it? Ah, that's why. So it's just cheaper than normal. Okay. Yeah, you show up. Why not? Let's get some Marines. Why not? Some clever device provided by the mercs convinces the automated scanners that 2 particular car containers are half filled with mildly radioactive silicate gravel and nothing else. Your logistics officer sneaks them aboard with no problems. Sure, why not? We lost a lot of Marines earlier. Veteran spacer, what he's looking at. Ain't nothing, just reading my mail, he growls back, then laughs, taps his temple. Swear I'll never get proper use to these things. Wow, his eyes are crazy looking. Apologize for misunderstanding by buying him a drink. The old space hand opens up as 1 drink turns to 2 or 3. He tells stories of old injuries earned, including that of his lost eyes. Was just 2 survivors from that mission, me and the pilot, lucky bastards we two. It all began when he was hired on a salvage fleet trying to civilize. I know what this is. The loot was good, and any brigand that couldn't fight, they could flee. Then the officers found something new in a data cache. Rumors flew among the crew who were told nothing as the fleet suddenly left a rich asteroid belt to make for outer system jump point. They fared 2 hyperspace storms before arriving at a distant star system. There they found a planet all shining in red. It weren't anything natural. It was all shapes, angles, glowing like plasma. That's the truth, he says quietly. I've seen gates, sure, and orbit works as big as you like. Ain't never seen anything domain made glow like that across a whole planet's face. Not anything that weren't a weapon, I mean. While we were gawking, the Prox alarm goes off, and it's battle stations. He continues. Hostile ships came fast upon the salvage fleet, flitting with agility beyond belying advanced tech. They had equally advanced weapons too, and with those they attacked with no mercy. If it weren't pirates, nor military. The spacer loses his cheer at a good story. Luds hells, I swear you weren't anything human. The spacer explains that just he and the pilot got away in an escape pod, which was only mostly malfunctioning. The miracle wasn't that I fixed it, it's that they could thaw enough of me out at the end of it for me to keep living, if you call this living. Or the system with the red planet. You emphasize your interest in the subject by having the spacer's drink refreshed. He shakes his head. Captain, I wouldn't wish my fate on you or anyone. Besides, I have no idea. A pause then. Chandria Chavez would. That's the pilot, he finally admits. The old spacer tells you that Chantria did not live the experience in such stride as himself and has taken to drinking themselves senseless into semi-retirement at Port C franchise station. Some folks, I don't think they react well to emergency cryopods. Like a bit of their brain is still froze up and not coming back. You consider a trip to the Port C franchise to see if you can get the exact location of this mysterious planet with its unknown technology. You also realize that the old spacer has fallen asleep in his seat. Cybernetic eyes blanked out in standby mode. Leave the old spacer to his rest. There we go. I was looking for this. I was wondering when this was going to pop up. The red planet. Always fun. So, okay. So I guess we can't do anything here to talk to them about Alyssa. Kind of a shame. I wish we could, but I guess we can't. We need to buy some supplies, actually. We'll just literally take the whole lot. Hey, you know what the hegemony? Want some hegemony auxiliary blueprints? I just made big cannons too. Didn't really care that much. Leave. Alright, do you guys have a gate here? No, no gate here. Alright. To the jump point. Oh, they have a little trinary world system right there. That's kind of neat. Jump to hyperspace. You know what occurs to me? We probably haven't scanned most of the gas giants that are in civilized places. If there are gas giants in civilized places, I mean. A lot of derelict stuff that we could be scanning for missions right now, but we have other stuff that we're doing at the moment. We need to go to Kazaron. Actually, where is Kazaron right now? In Thule. It is top right. So it's this one right here. Remember, transverse jumping into a system is completely free. Pursuing Pirate Armada. Well, that's not a good sign. Alright, open the comm directory. There's going to be more reading, so let me grab some water real quick. That storm is gone now, but it took the sun with it. Outside my apartment, that is. Horace Yerabay, aristocrat. Yes, do I know you? Horace Yerabay asks impatiently, his attention clearly elsewhere. Have we business? Explain that you're acting as Provost Baird's representative. Provost... oh, his face falls. This must be about... I mean, tell me, whatever is this about? You guys' attention now. I need diplomatic credentials from you. I need to talk to Hegemon Dowd. The Provost has a message if you're ready to hear it. He thinks about it. That look of resignation you've come to know from those being blackmailed by the Provost comes across his face, and you know it's already worked. Send it, he says softly, defeated. Send Baird's recorded message. The comm line clicks to a holding pattern displaying the ornate crest of Gens Yerabay. You watch as the... Gens Yerabay. Gens or Gens? Not sure. You watch Kazaron commodities futures scroll through the bottom of the display. After a couple of minutes catching up on bulk non-ferrous projections, the comm display chimes. Horace reappears, looking somewhat more collected. Captain, dead videos, was it? Yes, of course. Provost Baird explained her proposal, and I do believe that we may arrive at a mutually beneficial arrangement. I shall see that you receive Yerabay diplomatic credentials. Mind yourself with these, Captain. If you were to commit some untoward scheme using the good name of Gens Yerabay, we would declare the crypto key stolen, and then, well, it would not be said that any decent authority would treat you appropriately. He clears his throat, keen to move on from the topic. Of course, you've nothing to worry about. I don't need to be reminded to follow rules. Naturally, Horace glances about uncomfortably. I trust Baird's good judgment, of course. Keep in mind that we wear a spiked collar around at all times, and we have a bright yellow, like, hollow display over our head. Like, we don't look the most trustworthy. Now, I know not what ruse the good Provost is pursuing, but if you indeed establish a line of communication directly with the privately to the High Hegemon, a small smile appears on Yerabay's face, that would be splendid. For my half of this arrangement requires the delivery of comm encryption codes to our friend Baikal Dowd. One mustn't have comment snooping on important negotiations, yes? So, see that done. How can you be so sure the Hegemon wants to talk to you? Do you really believe the League can reconcile with the Hegemony? I don't imagine the Yerabay outlook is popular on Kazaron. Do you really believe the League can reconcile with the Hegemony? Assimilation of the League worlds is Hegemony policy, and an obvious condition of the reconstruction of the domain, to say nothing of the foundation of their legitimacy. Horace looks to the side, and you get the sense that he is repeating an argument he has made many times before. Publicly, the Hegemony's demand is unconditional. How can they ask that after Measura? They must compromise. But I understand their position. They maintain a hard face to buoy the support from masses and lower officers. And he shakes his head once, the Luddic Church, in its way. The top leaders of the Hegemony, particularly High Hegemon Baikal Dowd, must see things more clearly than they let on. They understand that they must hold the banner high and speak of iron resolve to the bloody end, right up until the moment they can present their people with a great victory. Peaceful reconciliation, victory without war. Imagine. He suddenly looks self-conscious. I apologize, Captain. My eldest does tell me I have a way of carrying on, and it is not untrue. How can you be sure the High Hegemon wants to talk to you? He'd be a fool not to, Horace says disdainfully. We offer a peaceful solution to the League Hegemony conflict that may profit us all. Dowd may be hive scum, but he's clever. Practical, to pull himself out of that hole on Shigamostok, he must be a man who understands the compromises one must make to survive. In fact, I admire the man, says Horace Yerabay, seeming to surprise himself. Despite his beginnings, I believe he will accept a compromise that allows us to keep what makes our league great. What does it matter, the flag that we live under? I'll be sure to put in a good word with you. It seems to matter to lots of people, otherwise we wouldn't have flags. Horace looks down, considering. I suppose, but the masses can be swayed. They are fickle, and ultimately they will do what they must. I'm off to see the High Hegemon. You cut the comm link. Any officers available? No? Any ships available? Anything interesting? Maybe more omens? Omens? I like omens. Ooh, what the fuck is that? Missile battleship. Have I seen this before? The fuck is this thing? Medium hybrids, that's 2 medium missiles, 4 large missiles, 4 medium energy, 4 small energy, and 4 medium ballistic. That's a lot of fucking weapons, good god. I mean, it's a capital ship, but holy shit. Pegasus was an aspirational design initiative. Let's take a look at more information. The Pegasus was an aspirational design initiative by Altair Exotech, building off the immense profit and prestige generated by the Cruiser School, turn of the Domain Armada procurement arm. Orion Shipyards, the preliminary supplier of the capital craft to Armada, naturally considered this an imposition on the field it had dominated up to that point. Many of the old admirals agreed and uptake was slow. Nevertheless, the Pegasus anchored several of the newer battle groups and found favor among a generation of young officers. The unparalleled, heavy missile-focused loadout is a striking distinction from more traditional designs, allowing the Pegasus to compromise on scale of power systems and flux handling while maintaining respectable armor, top speed, and maneuverability. Traditionalists criticize the Pegasus' staying power under fire, while counter-critics respond that if a fleet finds itself under sustained heavy fire, it has already made a serious technical error. Despite these debates, which continue to this day, the combat performance of the Pegasus class has earned it a begrudging respect even from its detractors. Top speed of 35. Oh yeah! Really focusing on that maneuverability and top speed at 35. Sorry. Yes, 35. I'm sure it's fine. Shield arc is 270. It's a front shield. Flux per damage is 0.8. Flux capacity is 14,000. Dissipation of only 500 for a capital ship. That's pretty bad. For the reference, the other capital ships. Let's compare that to the Conquest, the other main midline capital ship. Yeah, 1,200 flux dissipation, 20,000 capacity, 1.4 flux shield damage, though. That's actually... So the Pegasus has a good shield. Like, a really good shield. Interesting. Yeah, only 200 upkeep, too, compared to the Conquest's 480. Interesting. Pegasus has a whopping... It has more armor, though, than the Conquest, and more hull, too. Interesting. Very interesting. How's it sensors? 150, 150? 150, 150, okay. I mean, that's going to be nothing compared to the Conquest, though. Or the Onslaught with its 1750 armor. Well, it's actually... Wait. Yeah, it's actually only a little less armor than an Onslaught, actually. That's a little surprising, actually. Prometheus Mark II. This fucking thing. Just ridiculous thing. What the hell is this? Orion device? Explodes a shaped antimatter charge behind the ship, propelling it forward at extra... Oh my god! Oh my god, that's so cool! It's a like sci-fi take on the detonating nuclear weapons to use as a... Or not nukes, but... Or, yeah, nukes. Using giant nuclear bombs as propulsion in space. That's a real thing that we've considered in real science. That's so cool! Also, I imagine it shapes the distribution backwards. Meaning, I presume if you turn the ship's ass to face an enemy, you could probably blow them up with it. Which is an interesting idea. I love the idea of that. Tremendous speed for its size. Oh shit, 75 speed. Holy crap. And that's without even using its burn thing. Or its Orion drive. Holy moly. That's amazing. Physical damage inflicted upon both human and ship components by repulsive jolts made by the Retribution. Made the Retribution an unpopular ship in the Domain Armada, one of the only handful of opinions shared wholeheartedly by crew and officers alike. Only a handful of examples were ever deployed by the Armada proper, the Retribution finding more use among frontier mercenaries and pirate hunters that relied upon unexpected bursts of speed and hyper-aggressive tactics. Ancient but unvenerated class, the Retribution is an extreme battle cruiser design which dates the renaissance of military experimentation during the first constellation of the period of the Domain. It sacrifices armor for firepower and tremendous speed for its size class via a nearly unique implementation of Orion drive technology, which was considered an archaic curiosity even then. Interesting. There's also less maintenance than other capital ships. It's only 35, whereas the Onslaught stuff is that's 50. 40, 40, 45, 40, 40, 60 for... The fuck is this thing? Holy shit. This is another one of the new things I see, because what the fuck am I even looking at? Holy shit. Excuse me? 10,000 armor? An XIV Onslaught only has 1850. This thing has fucking 10,000 armor and 40,000 hull integrity. It does say it's a dreadnought. What the fuck am I looking at? Holy shit. It doesn't have shields. It's a capital ship with no shields. Sorry, I should read this rather than just going, oh my god, what is this thing? A design dating to the first explosive expansion of the domain, this gargantuan mass of armor and all big guns was the gauntleted fist that smashed all opposition, spreading hegemony by fear and force overall of spacefaring humanity that was worth conquering. Hang on. All big guns, 2 large missiles, and 10 large ballistics. Yeah. Okay. There are no small guns on this thing. I see. Okay. The steady march of military technology left the hull outdated, however. Its armor design was incompatible with early shield generators, its minimum crew complement staggering, and targeting systems unsophisticated. Modernized replacements were soon developed by the Onslaught class, among others, was churned out by the Great Domain Forges. An age passed, and as if by providence, an expedition sent by the Knights of Lud discovered an uncorrupted museum archive on a murdered world. A council of inquisitors weighed whether to destroy the domain era knowledge, holding a fiery and secret debate over the line between sin and virtue, between righteous craft and corrupting technology. An unusually open-minded senior knight inquisitor examined the contents in detail and persuaded the council to defer the destruction order indefinitely. This hull was christened Invictus, a testament to the impossibly heavy armor and vast mass of this absurd cathedral of war. No proper navy would field this monstrosity, but the church and its knights can count on a bounty of faithful volunteer militants to crew the huge munition feeders and crude targeting stations. Oh, this is a Warhammer ship. This is a ship from Warhammer, basically. It doesn't have autoloaders. It requires 4,000 crew. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's insane. And has space for an additional 2,000 crew / Marines. Yeah, the Luds would like this ship, wouldn't it? Speed of 6. What's the speed of an onslaught? 7. Even the Retribution's 8, which is pretty crazy. Actually, the Retribution's 8? Holy shit. That's really good. Wow, that's insane. You could slap this sucker with an augmented drive field and put it in a frigate fleet that has 11 burn. That's crazy. Sorry. Heavy ballistics integration, a blade of armor, distributed fire control, and vast hangar. I don't know what this one is. I don't know what any of these are, actually, except for the vast hangar. Which, isn't that normally only on... No. It's not visible on here. That's just... I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. I didn't expect there to be just this ridiculous thing here. 4,000 crew. As a note, the Onslaught takes... 750. The Legion takes 700. Aragon takes 400. This is insane. That's genuinely an insane ship. Absolutely ridiculous. I want a Pegasus. I want one of these. It looks cool. Okay, that's enough gawking at incredible ships that I can't afford. Anything interesting on here? Anything interesting in the black market? Nah, nothing interesting. Only thing really that interesting is the strikes. But not terribly important. Okay, let's go take a gander at the gate, shall we? Pirate fleet looks like they're pulsing the dry bubble. The gate scanner can't make a lock with all interference. What pirate fleet? That pirate fleet? The one that's about to get its ass whooped by the League detachments? Yeah, I'll wait. I can wait. It's still alive, isn't it? I have to chase it down because it's still alive and interfering. Okay, well, they'll take care of it. There's no way it escapes a second time. There we go. Scan the gate. Your command display shows a representation of the hyperspace manifold. It is calm and cool. The scan begins a line disruption flaring between your flagship and the gate. Spirals and ripples spill out. A circle, a sphere, a torus, and bird funnel. You hear faint music. Captain, your sensitive officer reports. The scan is complete. Fly through the gate. Nothing happens. Thulian Raider Base. It's tempting to go fight that at the moment, but we have other things to be doing. Where's the nearest jump point? It's down this way. Let's get out of here. You want to check out Eldfell? It's an independent world. Why not? Let's see what they got going on Eldfell. Directory? No, nothing. Trade goods, specifically ships. Interesting. They got a really fucked up Vanguard. So they got a lot of damaged ships here, not a lot of good ones. There's actually a Shrike here that's a normal Shrike, not a freaking pirate one. That's tempting. They've got nice wolves. They've got Tempests here. Got Brawlers. Ondors. Pick up a Colossus. No, we've killed so many of those things. They're not worth anything. They're not worth even, like, considering as a ship. They're so easy to kill. Alright. We have our thing here. We just need to talk to Horus Yerbe. We need to talk to the High Hegemon Bakhul Dowd. We also need to scan 4 more gates. Mesura, do you have a gate? You do not. Does Zagan have a gate? Yes, Zagan has a gate. What about Westerness? No, we already checked Westerness. We can swing up and around. So Zagan's got a gate. Does Hybrisil have a gate? No. Does Wara Wara have a gate? Or Yama? Yes, they have a gate. Okay. That's 2. What about Zeiss? Oh, this is an unexplored system. They might not have a gate. They might not. Don't know. Ragnar Combo. Oh, this is Hegemony, so they're more likely to actually interfere with us. Although going down here exposes us to the Luds. Let's go. We have not been into this system. Let's go to Myasura and check their gate. Oh no, they don't have a gate. But there's Port C, which is the other place. Which was, what was it? Oh yeah, the Red Planet. Yeah, sure, we can go do that real quick. Port C is where we want to go, which is right here. Close enough. Ooh, hang on, a trade convoy from pirates to pirates. It's gone. It's beyond me already. Jump to DD. TD. It's really cool looking, actually. Open the comm directory. Chantrius Chavez. Chantrius Chavez looks you over, you look back, and even via the comms, it looks like Chantry has had higher quality repair work done than their spacer crew comrade. She almost looks natural. So, she says, you know the story, she sighs and stays aside. If only that old crust of a spacer would keep their mouth shut. Still, it's no sweat off my back where you go finding trouble, and you wouldn't be the first who's come sniffing after me. I'll warn you of that for free. How much is this location of this planet worth to you? I love we haven't said anything. We didn't say a damn thing. Barter with Chimera Chavez to consider the price. You haggle with her over price, making the point that there is allegedly some hostile force at this red planet, and further, she has already sold the information to someone else. Yes, she says, but I know you space captains. You just love a mystery. You'll never let it lie, like we should have. Eventually, you work out a figure of 13,000 credits. The pilot's information. Hey. Yeah. Oh, we gained experience for that, too. 10,000. We gained almost an experience point per credit because of the bonus experience. Nice. Let's convert. Were there officers here? Mercenary ones. Shuttle down to visit Darkset Bar. Nah, we're good over here. Doesn't look like there's anything super useful here. Let's take a look at the Tri-Tachyon ships. They got a Brawler. They're military. Dooms. Oh, look at a Revenant. Having one of these would be really useful. A Phantom. We did consider a Scarab earlier for our fleet. Ooh, Omens. Ooh, also an Afflictor. That's the, yeah, small universals, 2 small hybrids, which means we can dump a bunch of missiles on that thing. Could be useful. I do like missiles. Let's grab this guy. Let's grab the Afflictor. How many more ships can we fit in our fleet? It doesn't actually say on this screen. We have to be on the normal fleet screen. Which also, level up this officer. Poseidon Titan. Aggressive. He's the one in charge of the Brawler. Let's give you gunnery implants, because those are good. Those are good on pretty much every ship. Although system expertise is also really good. That's a hard point. Hard choice. Let's go with systems expertise. It's arguably better than the other one. Also, Obazu leveled up again. Obazu, field modulation. I think that's where we're going to put your points, sir. Because that's even less damage on his shields, and he's already in the tankiest ship we have. Yes, also, make skills elite. Field modulation. Make that elite too. Excellent. when we get one, we're gonna stick him in a Paragon. He's gonna be fucking unkillable. He's just gonna sit there and be like, I'm sorry, what hard flux? Are you shooting at me? I didn't notice. Okay, finish that up. Let's... We gave the Vanguard a chance, and it was really good. Let's give... The Scarab's name is Faded Death. Oh, that's such a bad omen. We would buy the Omen instead. God, that's such a stupid name for a fucking frigate. It has 130 speed. The Omen has 155. I mean, to be fair, Kite has 140, and Hound has 180. Yeah, let's bring the Scarab on board. The Omen is called the Werewolf. Such a good name. Oh, there it is. 25 out of 30. What? How did I not see that? Let's buy the Omen as well. We're really decking out our fleet here with a lot of extra ships. That's okay. How much crew do we have / need at the moment? We need more crew. Hey, our Marines actually have a freaking level now. That's awesome. They're experienced. 29% increased effectiveness of ground operations and minus 15% reduction to Marine casualties. How many can we buy and keep that? A lot. A lot of Marines we could buy. Wow, that's pretty cool. They're actually starting to level up because we've been using them so much. All right, let's go visit Lost Astropolis before we leave. For reasons. Definitely not because it's a pirate station and we're gonna blow the shit out of it. Oh, they're actually engaging it right now as we speak. Consider military operations. Aid the attacking forces. Launch a raid while they're attacking. Launching a raid while they're attacking seems really good. It didn't show total ships when you were looking for it. It didn't? Okay, I'm gonna believe you on that one. Tactical drills, baby. Experienced Marines. We want fleet capability for ground support. That's what the Phantoms do. The Phantom transports. Disrupt the operations. Can we disrupt the spaceport while they're attacking the spaceport? That's an interesting idea. Acquire commodities. I have a military presence and would not provide useful things, but supplies. That's 200 supplies, baby. What else could we steal? The supplies is worth the most, and it's something we if we do this, we don't need to worry about you know, paying for them. 6 Marines. 6 Marines. Stability reduced by 3. Yoink. Goodbye. I'm sure you'll be fine against all those Tri-Tachyon forces that keep yeeting themselves at you. We could help and probably win that fight, but we're not going to bother with it at the moment. Let's get around the star system and get the hell out of here. Ooh, there's something floating on here. What is it? A Hound. Explorer. No, we don't want to recover it. We just want to salvage it. You. And we'll be on our way. We're just being real dicks to pirates right now. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Pirates are dicks. They deserve to be killed. As far as I'm concerned, the world would be a better place without pirates. Probably. Although, I don't think that without the pirates, who'd be making, like, the recreational drugs? I presume the pirates, are, at least a couple of them, are probably making recreational drugs somewhere. Zagan, did you have a gate? You did have a gate. I've never gone to Zagan, I don't think, ever. It's all Persian League. Where's your gate currently, Zagan? In the top, up here. Or to jump to Malika. Hi. I'd like to talk to you about your planet. See if you have any officers available. No? Anything interesting? For sale? Not particularly. Nothing stands out. Nothing here either. That said, yeet. Don't need the metal in my inventory, taking up space, and I will buy your fuel. Okay, bye. I gotta go talk to your gate. Oh, actually, wait. Hang on. That's a gas giant, right? Boop. Pirate raid failed. The raid on the Corvus system failed. Nice. Unidentified fleet maintaining contact with us. Are they touching the gate? They're touching the gate. Oh, it's a Luddic Path fleet. Scan the gate. Okay. Scan is complete. It's the same thing as before. I thought they would stop us, but they didn't. They're just waiting to ambush someone. Just not us, I guess. I'm gonna avoid the Luddic Path, because the Luddics, I don't want to deal with them. Looking for fast pace. So they are going after the Persian League over here. We're just gonna ignore them and pretend we don't have to deal with them. You're tiny. You hostile? No, you're friendly. Jump to hyperspace, please. Thank you. Okay, Yama did not have a gate. No, they do have a gate. Okay. Hypersil doesn't have a gate. It's Hypersil that doesn't have a gate. Right, okay. Yama it is. Let's go. No, I went and checked. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. You confirming stuff is always really useful. That's a really cool fleet. I want it. All the ships are blue. It doesn't help that I really like the design of high-tech ships. I'm just like, give me high-tech ships. I like those. Yamal, where's the gate? It's in the bottom. There's no nodes to jump to here, so I gotta go to Chupal. Chupai Iroko? It's a gas giant. Beep. Salamanca. Let's check this world real quick for officers. Ooh, I.O. Parsons. What do you got? Combat endurance and missile spec. That's not the worst thing for a fleet ship. You're a steady officer. Sounds good. You're in. Fleet. Congratulations, I.O. You're in charge of our biggest ship. That's like when you Promore pilots, you should be able to see their ship. Promore pilots. Promore pilots. Oh, promote pilots. Yes. Thank you. Let's head over here to the gate and get the job done. Ah, someone's here. It's Tri-Tachyon fleet. Special Projects Detachment. Okay, we're gonna have to talk our way through this one, aren't we? Yeah, Tri-Tachyon our fleet. Doing whatever they're doing. Hi. Get the comm request. A fine day, Captain, says the Tri-Tachyon fleet director. We're just about going about our lawful business. If you don't mind, please keep your drive fields set to a minimum. Thank you. What is the Tri-Tachyon fleet doing out here? Leave the vicinity of the gate or I shall open fire. Good God, that's a hell of a way to start a conversation. I was just leaving, actually. Please move your fleet clear of the gate. Suzuki looks at you with politely restrained surprise. I'm sorry, she says unapologetically, but we must turn down your request. We are attending to Tri-Tachyon business, and I would ask that you, instead, move your fleet clear of the gate. She crosses her arms and awaits your response. What is the Tri-Tachyon fleet doing out here? Tri-Tachyon business, she says. A standard survey. You are, of course, familiar with Tri-Tacyon's line of proprietary star charts, the Tri-Star Smart Navigation Suite. It is important to provide up-to-date data on potential navigation hazards to our customers. Now, we need to remove your fleet from the vicinity because your drive fields would interfere with our proprietary sensor suite. Sounds like a precise survey, and this gate has been inert for 200 cycles. Indeed, she says evasively. We, need to make absolutely sure of that. Our customers demand no less. I can't help but wonder about the nature of this survey. The Tri-Tech operation manager looks like she is gritting her perfect teeth. How can we tell? I've told you what we're doing, and time is money. What does he want, Captain? Perhaps I could purchase a copy of your very precise survey results. Sorry, I'd just like to be sure. She looks at you for a moment, calculating, then taps something on her console, turning the comms record off. We could arrange something. No need to go through the Tri-Star Smart Navigation Suite. Direct data from me to you. Direct payment from you to me. She smiles with undisguised avarice. 20,000 credits, let's say. Deal? Well, I don't want to blow you up, even though I definitely could. I'll accept this. Hey, you know what? That works. Suzuki performs the data transfer with admirable customer service. A pleasure doing business with you, Captain, she says before terminating the comm link. You know what? That works. Like, we could take that fleet. It's only 4 cruisers, and then a couple 2 destroyers and a couple frigates. We could take it. It'd be a hell of a fight, though. Like, it might be too big of a fight, honestly. It's a lot of cruisers, but we do have a lot of frigates. It'd be an interesting fight, nonetheless, for sure. But we're done there. Return to Kula. Yeah, they're done, too. She looks like Kinet Muldasar from Endless Space 2. Never played it. but I'll take your word for it. This is a Luddic fleet. Oh, pilgrims. Fair enough. Wait, have we actually made friends with the Ludds? Hang on. Huh. Yeah. Favorable. What did we do that made ourselves favorable with the Ludds? I don't remember doing anything for them. Pirates, maybe? Just killing pirates, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway. Oh, hello. Hi. We both got out at roughly the same time. Interesting. Tyr. We've not been there before. Valhalla, I presume if they have a gate, it's being guarded by the Hegemon. By the Hegemon. Wait, hang on. What? Oh, it's not salvageable. Oh well. I'm not spending a story point on a single cruiser. Let's check Tia to see if they have a gate. Also, it's basically a core system, so if there's anything interesting here, that's really close to the core worlds. Ooh. There's a abandoned research station, some debris fields. Have we been here? Radiated world. That's the only thing here. It's an irradiated world. There's no gate. I don't think there's any point in sticking around, but we'll go take a quick look at the research station. I think it's probably just a place we can store our stuff, if we so choose. I think I just said direction for an asteroid, yeah. Gotham Docket Station resembles a loose clump of debris more than does any kind of structure. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Let's check Ogre and see if there's anything there. Stupid asteroids. One of the hireable heroes. Oh, fair enough. I don't know much about Endless Space 2. I'm just aware vaguely of its existence. Irradiated, extreme weather, hot, moderate ore, rich rare. Not the worst thing. Also, what was that? Hostilities with other factions, minus 13%. Just 85%. That's not bad, because it's in the system. It's real close. Alright, let's head for the nearest jump point. Let's get out of here. Let's go around the freaking asteroid belt. Please don't hit those asteroids. Please don't hit those asteroids. Oh my god, we did it. Yeah. Alright. Moving along through space. Jump to hyperspace. Let's head to Naraka. Do you have a gate? No. Let's head... I'm sure we've got other systems that have gates. Give me a moment. Intel. Gates. Okay, let's see. Scanned, scanned. Not scanned, not scanned, scanned. Scanned. We got one out in Gillen, one in Dalar's Star. We need how many more? We need 2 more. So... possibly we can get Aslan and Samara, or we could go up to Dalar's and grab that real quick. That would be pretty easy. We can go to Isra, that's 12 days out. Dalar's Star is also 12 days out. Eos Exodus and Magic. It's not a terrible place to be. Corvus is pretty unlikely to get without a story point because of the Hegemon. I don't know if the Hegemon will be guarding the Aslan Gate. They might be. I think we head up to Dalar's Star. Yeah, we got enough fuel to get there and get back. Just making sure we have fuel every time we stop by the station is pretty much making sure that we don't ever run out of fuel again. Whoop. Ooh. Not the most useful thing for us, but not terrible. Not a terrible use of a, jump. Of a slipstream. Oh, we can actually... oh, because we saw that slipstream, so now it appears on the map. Neat. That is awfully neat. Wait, does Dalar's Star have a freaking warning beacon? Oh, it does. What level is it? Low? Okay, low is pretty bad. Pretty easy to deal with. Kaimados Star System. Distress call. Really don't want to deal with that. There's pirates here. Well, it's mine now. I don't know if there's pirates in this system or not, but we'll find out real quick when we do this. If anyone comes for it, then we know that they're here. The gate is on the far side of the star. What's good in here? Volcanic world, barren world, and double orange stars. Interesting. There's a fleet next to the gate. Oh, nope, that's just debris. Scan the gate. Oh, hang on. There's a chime. Wait, your sensor officer says there's a hypercom pulse source near the gate, some kind of microsat. Your bridge crew quickly identifies a bogey hidden on the opposite side of the gate and center it in the primary display. Before you can give a follow-up order, there's a small flash of light, leaving only a rapidly expanding cloud of debris. Your comms officer reports, that was a code pulse, very short, probably a tactical scan of this fleet, then it self-destructed. Whoever left that microsat knows exactly who we are. Your command display, yep, there we go. You hear the faint music. Fly through the gate. Nothing happens. So, yep, there they are. They're coming for us from the bottom there, I'm pretty sure. Let's wait for a moment and see who shows up. If anyone shows up at all. Doesn't seem like it. Alright. Let's get out of here. There's a remnant fragment here. That's not terribly concerning. They're not strong enough to fight us. There's probably someone waiting for us in orbit. There's an unidentified signal to above us. Could be a hyperspace ghost. It could be someone with intent. Next gate will be Aslan. Let's head down there. Maximum possible speed, Captain. Or officers. It's not a hyperspace ghost. It wasn't following along with us perfectly, so it's not a hyperspace ghost. Buffalo. That's a normal freighter. Salvage it. Ooh, domestic goods. I don't know who was following us, but they're not following us anymore. Let me put it that way. Pretty sure we are well past out of their sensor range. Let's go this way. Oh, hello again. Freaking that thing. Which I guess we'll have to deal with eventually, but good lord, dealing with it right now, it seems so impossible. Because it just melted us. Like, we stood not a chance against it. Who are you? Are you a smuggler? Yeah, you're a normal smuggler. Being a pirate would be so bountiful with these people around. Until back to the gates. We want to go to Aslan. There we go. We're almost there. Aslan, where is your gate? It is currently on the right-hand side of Chickamaustock, which we need to go to Chickamaustock anyway, so that's pretty much perfect for us. There's someone orbiting the gate. Suspect scavenger. Observing. Hi. You want to talk? Greetings, Starfarer, he says, thick with bonhomie. Seen any good pickings around here? It's been a bit sparse for us. Maybe we could use a tip or two. Sorry, no, there's a big cache on the other side of the system. My hold's full, so it's all yours. Why are you lingering near the gate? Who are you working for? Yeah, who are you working for? Oh, Captain, myself, naturally. Well, and I've got an investor or two back on. He's visibly reaching for an answer. Back on. It comes to him. Nomios, of course. Partners, right. Equal shares and whatnot. All on the up and up. How about you? Why are you lingering near the gate? What, that old thing? Its strained fake laugh is somewhat grating upon repeat, you discover. Well, you know it is. You know it is. We're all old hands at scavenging here, aren't we, fellow spacer? Sometimes you find lots of little wrecks around these gates, back from, he trails off. Then begins to speak again as you fail to fill his silence. Need to double and triple check to be sure, isn't that right? Maybe someone missed something out here, and that'll be my lucky day, he says. So, did you need anything? Sure looks like you're watching the gate. Expect something to come out? The gate? Captain Dividios, you're a treasure. His fake laughter settles down quite quickly, and you see a drop of sweat wobble on his brow. Buddy, I like you, you're an independent. Get the fuck out of my way. Well, you know a spacer's always telling stories about the gates, isn't that right? Watch your background, empty gate, they say. Maybe it's just my what's it, unconscious mind? I don't recall giving you my name. Of course, Captain. It's in the comlink metadata, of course. No offense intended, just being polite. We're all friends here, isn't that right? Looking out for one another. Space has got to stick together, that's what I always say. I'm going to need you to move away from the gate. Long pause. Reluctantly, the scavenger concedes. Of course, Captain. Guess you found something my scanners didn't, eh? Well, that's luck of the draw, like they say, and maybe it just isn't my day. Burn bright, my friend, he concludes, and reaches for his comm off button. I like that he didn't try anything at all. He's just like, yeah, all we had to do to him was talk, and he'll leave. That's very funny to me. Scan the gate. That's 6 out of 6 gates. Alright, last thing is to talk to Chickamaustock. Which, we're going to the same place as him, so I very much imagine he's just like, we're following him. Open the comm directory. One moment, I'm going to take a quick drink of water because this is a significant conversation. Baikal Dowd. After an interminable time watching a Hegemony logo, the comm link connects you with what appears to be a junior cadet. You suspect they haven't even graduated from the Naval Academy. Hello, citizen, the cadet chirps at you brightly. You've reached the office of the High Hegemon. Tour bookings of the High Hegemon Council campus are currently unavailable. If you'd like to know more how you can assist the restoration of the domain, please accept this informational packet upload now. Download the Holo experience. Download the Holo experience. You know what? Why not? I hope you enjoy this tasteful celebration of the Hegemony's history, the cadet says, from the heroic flight of Admiral Malona to save the Persian sector from collapse to the victory of High Hegemon Dowd over the Tri-Tachyon and AI invaders. Hold on. Hegemony 150th anniversary Holo experience. What is this? Is this a real thing? I'm so curious what that is. Cut the comm link. I want to see what this is. Is it my inventory or something? What is it? I'm so curious. Intel? Warning beacons? Major events? Local? Important? Story? Local. Fleet? Fleet log? No. Factions, maybe? Hegemony? Is there like a history here? By the way, 100 of 100 cooperate with the Hegemony, by the way. No, nothing there. Fleet? No, there's nothing there. There's nothing I can do with it. It's just there. It's just something that I gained, I guess. Okay, sure. Whatever that means. That's interesting, everything else. Alright, let's go back to talking to him. I'd like to meet the High Hegemon. I'm sorry, but the High Hegemon is unavailable. The cadet smiles blandly. I'm an envoy from Jens Yerbe of Kazaron, transmitting credentials now. The state change across the cadet's face as they realize you aren't some tourist is instantaneous. Affirmative, man. Their tone is military crisp now. Received, and thank you, ma'am. I will confirm with OpsCom. An officer will speak to you shortly. Please maintain link. This comms out. The display flickers back to the crest of the Hegemony. In moments, the crest disappears and you speak with a real officer. Some kind of secretary to the High Hegemon who verifies your credentials and schedules you for a brief face-to-face meeting with Baikal Dowd. Captain Davidios, I see. Yes, we can fit you in. The High Hegemon is a very busy man, but he has expressed an interest in your matter. Please forgive the ad hoc arrangement. I assure you that it is necessary. Before you know it, you have a time, place, and a visitor passkey to present. A public map database search confirms that you have been asked to arrive at some kind of naval shipyard in orbit of Chickamaustock. The officer's secretary did not take the time to explain the purpose of the meeting at this odd venue. Cut the comm link. Shuttle to the naval shipyard to meet the High Hegemon. Your shuttle approaches the naval shipyard in Chickamaustock orbit. The planet spins below you like a murky brown ocean. A Hegemony patrol pings your shuttle as the superstructure of the naval dockyard grows like the ribs of some gene model Leviathan. The visitor passkey satisfies the patrol's inquiry, and they maneuver toward the next transport on approach. The landing bay still bears the faded logo of Belai Astra Group, a domain-era manufacturer of heavy weapons and a key supplier to the 200th Legion. It looks like a post-collapse fragment of the corporation has taken over this asset and now contracts exclusively to the Hegemony Navy. Dock at the shipyard. The bay is crowded with transports, military and civilian. Some high roller has even landed a shimmering O-type kite. Ooh, much to the annoyance of the ground crews. A young ensign checks your pass with their datapad, then leads you and your bodyguards past the crowd of civilian officials and media drones. You arrive at a checkpoint, still setting up for civilian access. The ensign indicates your guards. They will have to wait here, and, Captain, ma'am, you will have to leave your sidearm with the armorer. Hand over your sidearm. The armorer hands it to another man, not in uniform. You look him over, military bearings, subtle cybernetic augments, combat-rated civilian clothes. Combat-rated civilian clothes. What a word. What a word. What a sentence. Revis, the High Hegemon Dowd's chief of security, the ensign tells you. The chief of security examines your sidearm as if it were his own. With a light touch, he removes the cell mag and passes it to the armory. He returns your unloaded weapon to you. Captain, he says, and with a word gives you permission to reholster your sidearm. Revis turns to the ensign and says, I shall escort the captain to see the High Hegemon. The ensign begins to salute but catch themselves. Revis is not military, at least not now. They simply nod, sir, before turning back to the landing bay. Revis leads you past a half-dozen checkpoints set through the guts of the shipyard. At each checkpoint, you both submit to a flicker of biometric scan, and then a guard nods to Revis and allows you both passage. Finally, you enter a utilitarian, why is that so hard to say, utilitarian vestibule. Emergency vac suit lockers, fire suppression equipment, and safety notices line the walls. A diamond matrix pane separates this compartment from the enclosed space dock visible beyond. A perfect, new Eagle-class hull looms, and a gantry hangs towards its bow, festooned with ribbons and a hegemony banner. Revis steps to the side, his bulk revealing High Hegemon Baikal Dowd sitting on a simple folding stool, his splendid uniform coat hanging from a rack, fussed over by a stylist and an advisor. Dowd looks at you impassively, then, without breaking eye contact, commands his entourage, Give us the room. 5 minutes. They leave, Revis following after, meeting your eyes one last time. I thought you'd be taller. Who would we be if we didn't sass the highest hegemon in the entire hegemon? We have to sass him. He smirks and stands. They angle the hollows like that. Say it's for image. His voice holds a deep authority, however, and though you've heard it in holocasts, with just a few words in person, you can feel why and how he leads the hegemony. Dowd taps his datapad, activating a privacy field that dulls the ambient murmur of the shipyard's ventilation. What's a good voice for you, Baikal Dowd? You're like one of the most important men in the sector. What's a good voice for you? How's Provost Baird and Anita Baird's project going? He asked. Bridge any gates? Working on it. No, not yet. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I know, he says, and lifts a bottle of spirits from out of a small box. Baiju from Eventide. It looks expensive. This is for the newest member of the Hegemony Navy, Eagle class. After I crack this over hole 0451, it'll become the Enduring Hope. How's that for a name? He pauses, waiting for your answer. I like it. Looks towards something better. Not really my style. I don't know. What were you expecting, a poet? Laying it on a bit thick, isn't it? Not really my style. I get it, Dowd says. The name is for the hegemony. All the people in it. The propaganda ministry has a list of these they come up with. It's not really intended for you. Dowd considers something frowning. Or me. And yet, he reverses and hefts the bottle ironically, like a practice swing. Dowd sets the bottle down. You're here to tell me our newest provost wants to renew the old deal. She'll have to make additional concessions, isn't that right? I suppose you'll want to provide me with the details. He taps his datapad, opening a channel for you to upload the relevant material Baird provided. Upload Baird's documents. As you complete the connection with your datapad, Dowd speaks. What we did to Calator was justice. He risked the entire glacier system. Hundreds of thousands of citizens. That might just be one subsector of one metroplex down there. He waves vaguely in the direction of Chickamaustock, but, his voice hardens, I will not allow any grand experiments that endangers these people. I expect Baird realizes that any misstep will be met with overwhelming force of the Hegemony Navy. She's not stupid, he says thoughtfully, looking at the cruiser through the diamond matrix pane. But ambition can make a fool of anyone. He turns fully towards you. Do you trust Baird? No, not at all. Good, he says simply. I am of a similar mind. Nonetheless, he puts a hand to his chest. Here too am I, entertaining her envoy. Tell Baird I accept, he says. I love that we got 1 point with him. She'll be receiving additional demands. She won't like them. She will accept. He turns pacing. The gate's the question behind the entire hegemony, are they not? Is the domain out there, waiting to reward those who kept faith, blindly loyal for generations? He stops. Or was there some grand catastrophe and nothing awaits us but ruins of the dead? Or will monsters from Lud's own nightmares pour out to devour us all? Thus we are armed and steadfast, ready to meet their threat. Return to Provost Baird at the Glacier Academy with news of the deal made with High Hegemon Dowd. Return to the Glacier Academy with 6 completed gate scans. Captain, I need to know if we are history's fools or heroes. Not few among my comrades would say it's disloyal, even cowardly, to ask the question. He faces you. I think it's cowardly not to. All my busy helpers will be back in a moment, so make it quick. Did Yarabay Blue Blood want anything important? Horace Yarabay give me cryptocrease to pass to you. You seem to know a lot about what I do. I want to put a good word for Horace Yerbay. He desires peaceful reconciliation. I believe the trade tariffs are too high, especially for me. The hegemony AI inspectors are too aggressive. Perhaps something can be done. Oh my god. Horace Yerbay gave me crypto keys. I'll listen to what he has to say, Dowd says, and offers his datapad. You upload the crypto keys. I trust the Yerbase to do what is best for the Yerbase, he says, tapping at the datapad to accept your offer. Maybe that'll be enough. He looks over hole 0451, or maybe it won't. You seem to know a lot about what I do. You do a lot worth knowing about, Dowd shoots back. I speak from experience when I say it's not a life I can recommend without reservation. Dowd glances at his datapad. You've got 20 seconds, Captain. Any last words? Oh, shit. I don't know what this would do. This would be phenomenal if we were doing like a trading playthrough. This would be phenomenal if we're doing a big, I don't know if this will do anything. I don't think it will do anything, but I'm gonna say it. Not negotiable, Dowd says icily. You've been out there. You've seen what happened twice. It won't happen again. Bike-Hill Dowd tapped his datapad, dropping the privacy field. As if on cue, the High Hegemon's small entourage returns with a babble of worries over how he'll look on the holocast, the need to review talking points for the speech and his uniform. Security Chief Rivas looms, corralling you from the gantry utility room and back through the security checkpoints to your shuttle. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Take goods or hire a crew. I don't know if the tariff option would have done anything, but that would have been insane if it did. Like, the combination of that or the AI things. Either one. Crazy results if either one did anything. It's actually one of the best places to buy supplies. Yeah, we can do that. Let's buy some supplies. It's a lot, but we need more supplies. We can only steal so many supplies from pirates. Speaking of... Oh, we actually have a lot of Marines still. Let's top that up to 442. 443. Yeah, 444. Perfectly round. Alright, let's see. Is there anything in the fleet? No, nothing. Nothing terribly interesting. Some vigilances, which could be interesting. Now, I'm looking for big things to stack in my final spots. Although, actually, next we're free OP. Let's take a gander. What do we have here in terms of things that that they have? Autocannons, harpoons, light machine guns. Nothing really interesting. Alright. No point checking the rest of those then. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I do wonder if the other things actually do anything. Like, can we actually reduce trade tariffs specifically for us? Because that would be freaking hilarious and really powerful. The hegemony detachment just got yeeted around by a storm. Mercantile convoy. Nice. Where's Brad? I'm gonna want a Sharu, which is probably this one right here, right now. I was right. Terraforming platform. Refit fleet. Next with free OP. Okay, let's do some ship refitting, shall we? First of all, what does the strike variant look like? Sabos, antimatter blasters, and a PD laser. Okay. Let's consider... We'll consider that. Fluxual adjunct hardened subsystems. We probably do want hardened subsystems. We'll consider that for the moment. Actually, first, before we do that, transfer all this stuff to the station. So there's only one of each one. There we go. Okay. Now then. Now it's going to be much cleaner. I'm thinking antimatter blaster. I'm thinking in the hybrids, 3 antimatter blasters would be absolutely ridiculous. How much damage would that fucking do? Probably a lot. Oh, that's a turret. Oh, that's a turret. Run simulation. I'm curious. Probably should have those linked rather than alternating. Absolutely brutal. Didn't even need to use the entropy amplifier. Holy crap. Now that would be fun to fly. Ooh, that's tempting. Just all skill. It literally relies entirely on skill, but man, that's a hell of an amount of strike damage. Let's stick with missiles for this one, because I think we've already... Admittedly, we could put another... If we go to energy, we could do, more antimatter blasters. Which is a really dumb idea. The idea of 5 antimatter blasters... We actually don't have enough to do that. But if we did this, we could do that. And then do, like... 1 ion cannon for sustained. Actually, no, not even that. Just dump all the points into capacitors at that point. And it would need to be a flux coil adjunct as well. Because there's no way in shit we'd be able to fire that many antimatter blasters without that. Just curious what that even looks like. Oh my god, that literally takes all the flux on this ship. So we couldn't even use our subsystem or anything like that, but 4 antimatter blasters, that's an insane amount of firepower. Absolutely ridiculous. That would be so ridiculous. Can we split this in half with this? We actually don't have enough flux to fire all of them. There we go. Interesting. I'm just curious. Okay, we have 0 flux. Everything's on cooldown. It does take a cooldown for a moment. We actually genuinely can't fire 4 of these things. That's how much flux these things freaking generate. We can't fire 4 of them at once. That's insane. That's absolutely crazy to me. It's almost tempting to do that, because just imagine the DPS of this freaking thing. Or the burst damage. Oh, that's so tempting. Let's scrap that for the moment. Let's come back to that and consider it again later. Salamanders would be hilarious. Gorgons would be funny. I wish I had more than one of these each. Because having something like this, we put them together and we link those, and we slap the antimatter blaster here. Or no, let's do the antimatter blasters here, and a... Let's just leave that one empty and just give it vents. Assign those hard points together. On simulation. I know they've got different ranges and whatnot, but it'd be very funny to see both of these versus a single ship. So we could just fire those, and then just leave. And then decloak, fire 2 more, and then leave again. And they have to deal with that. They have to just deal with having laser beams shooting them from multiple angles. Hey, Gorgons don't seem to be doing anything. Are they actually shooting them down? No, they're actually doing something. It looks like they're shooting them down, like, partway through their firing sequence. Why am I avoiding the asteroid? We can literally just fly through it. And I think that's game, though. That guy's dead. Yep. Interesting. I don't dislike this idea. Let's go specifically look at the phase abilities here. What can we get for this guy? Coils to handle higher levels of hard flux, increasing the threshold which speed bombs up by 50%. Oh yes, because the speed increase when your phase actually decreases when you have more flux. For standard designs with no coil, with no other modifications, this takes the threshold from 50% to 75%. Okay. Phase anchor. Reduce the phase's cloak activation cost to 0. Increase the soft flux dissipation and weapon recharge rate by 2 while phased. When suffering critical damage that would otherwise destroy, disable the ship able to initiate an emergency dive into deep into P space. The ship counts as retreated and will emerge in normal space when combat is over, suffering an additional penalty to combat readiness equal to 1x its deployment cost. The ship must have enough combat readiness to cover this cost to initiate the dive. Due to the immense distortions in P space caused by such a maneuver, only 1 ship per battle, regardless of which side it's on, is able to perform it. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I don't like those choice of missiles, though. 2 Sabos to overload shields, and then just dump a bunch of antimatter on them. Honestly, not the worst idea. Especially if we reduce the number of vents a little bit. So we have 9 ordnance points available, and then we slap on a 3rd antimatter blaster. Certainly an interesting idea, nonetheless. Let's auto-assign that. Let's go ahead and confirm that. Let's give it to a simulation to see. Let's see how it performs against a hammerhead. It should not win this fight by itself. It should definitely put up a good fight, but it should not win by itself. It needs someone to distract the hammerhead. In my opinion, it might win by itself, but it might not. It does have 100% combat readiness because we have so many fleet options. I'd say you could just fly through him. You know that, right? Ooh. Maybe it will win by itself. A Sabo would finish it off right now. You don't need to sit there for an antimatter. Don't decloak in front of a freaking harpoon. Don't decloak in front of a harpoon. Don't decloak in front of a harpoon. You could just leave. You could just leave. It's dumped so many harpoons at you, can just leave, buddy. You don't need to stick around. Like, you are faster than the harpoons while you're phased. You are so dead. You're gonna lose because you decloaked to fucking in front of a harpoon. You did not need to unphase when you're at like half flux. You did not need to do that. All that unnecessary damage you just took. Flying one of these would be great, actually. Like me flying one, like just phase through him. But buddy, just phase through him. What are you doing? You're just dying. You're literally not doing anything of use here. Why? I see. Why on earth did you shoot missiles? Just fucking shoot your antimatter. Oh, okay. The AI might be too stupid to use this build because that's insane. It should not take any damage there. Like here, let me show you how it's done. Same hammerhead. Let's do this. Oh, it's not the same hammerhead. Oh, fair enough. Well, either way, the point still applies, I think. That it's basically the same ship. Was that so hard? Like, no offense. I didn't even need the missiles. If I had slapped on, like, some hammers, we could have finished it off even faster. Oh my goodness. It's tempting to just not use this ship unless I'm using it. And keep it in reserve. It's almost tempting. If I was piloting it, it would gain, what, helmsmanship bonus and combat endurance, which is not great, but at least it's something. The Scarab. The Fated Death. I like this build, though. I really do like this build. I just don't think the AI knows how to use this thing properly. Okay. I like you. Let's make you ridiculously annoying. Let's give you 2 salamanders. Then you have 5 energy turrets that all face in different directions. Let's give your rear ones PD lasers, because I like those. Let's give your forward-facing one an ion cannon. Although, actually, 1 AM blaster and 2 ion cannons. Now that's an idea. We don't have nearly enough antimatter blasters in our fleet, is what I've determined. Auto assign. That's fine. Ion cannons should be on auto fire. Ps are on auto fire. That's fine. That's perfect. Hull mods. Not fighters. You don't need augmented drive field. You're fast, aren't you? Yeah, you're fast. Okay. Hardened subsystems, always. Do we want hardened shields on you? So 180 degree Omni Shield. Shield flux per damage is 0.54? Why is it minus 0.6? Oh, because you have a non-elite version of one of the abilities, I think. Yeah. Extended shields would be good-ish on you. Integrated targeting unit, always useful. Always useful to have. And then let's slap the, let's grab point defense AI, because being able to shoot stuff is always good. Let's run a simulation real quick. Against... First of all, test against a buffalo. Always test against a buffalo first, because they're very fun to shoot. Oh, these are turrets. Missiles on turrets. Oh, fancy that. We'll let it soak up some ions first. Oh yeah, this is a brutal little ship. Oh yeah, this is a delightful little guy. Why did I not get one of these sooner? They're so good. They're such tanky little shit. Oh my god, they're so cute. I love these guys. This guy's cute. I love him. And he's got double missiles. I like this guy. I like this guy a lot, actually. A fleet of these would be hilarious. Huh. I'd almost give him an IR pulse laser instead of the antimatter blaster, and he'd have great sustain. Because the flux per second on this thing is 146. The flux on this is 120. Yeah, 120. Whereas the DPS is 150 versus 137. Technically, the IR pulse laser has higher DPS, but the antimatter blaster has such a high strike damage, or burst damage, that's obviously not meant as a DPS weapon. Obviously. I don't know. It's very tempting to do something with this guy. Let me put it that way. What would it take to give him unstable injector? 5 points? Yeah, instead of unstable or hardened substance or integrated point defense AI. But this does allow the Anakin to shoot missiles, which is interesting. No, that's an S bonus. Oh, it used to be an S bonus, or a default thing. Now it's an S bonus only. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So if we drop this, we only need 2 points, and we can add the unstable injector, which that brings his speed up to 181. So he actually becomes a decent chaser at that point. Or at least lets him get in and back off if he needs to. Let's send him up against the mule and see how they do, how he does with this loadout. Let's just take a gander, shall we? Figured I would be able to guard against that better, but I was wrong. Oh, wait, temporal shell, doesn't that speed up time? Yeah, it does. Ooh, weird. So it's almost like we're a phase ship now. So weird. I love it. That's so weird. It's so fascinating. It's like we're a phase ship, but not a phase ship. Is one of my P lasers sorted out? No, it's just black for some reason. Oh, I lost armor in that section, I think. It's so funky. It's such a cute little pew 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 that we're doing against this guy. Hey, we dropped his autocannon. We are slowly winning this fight. He can't really do anything against us, which is kind of funny. That actually increases our flux dissipation, because there's more time between the amount of flux we're generating. I see why that helps. Okay. That's so fascinating. I missed. I had the easiest shot in the universe, and I missed. Oh my god. That's kind of hilarious. I like this little ship. Why have I never used one of these before? Did they not exist last time I played or something? They're so cute. And they're just brutally... I mean, look at this. It may not be the most effective thing in the world, but we've had him locked down this entire time. He can't do anything. If we had a single other ship here, or like a single fighter wing, this guy'd be dead by now. What's this thing's armor? What's the Scarab's armor? 250. What's that compared to like a Omen? Double. What about a wolf? It's more. It's 100 more. Brawler? It's less than a brawler, which that's to be expected. Brawler is literally designed to get in there and fuck shit up. I like this. This is a nice little ship. I might switch out the Lasher for one of these. Interesting. The fated death of our enemies. What's the auto-fits look like for this thing? Experiment. Is that a freaking antimatter blaster and 2 Atropos? Oh my god. That's a horrible idea. I love it. We might come back to this guy and build something into him later. I'm not sure. Or might give him to one of my guys. Auto-fit. Go ahead and do our custom loadout for him. As that is pretty much our perfect little annoyance ship. And that's the way we like it. Let's bring everybody else up. So we now essentially have 2 flagships. We have the Tempest and we have the Drifter that we're going to pilot. I'm going to rename the Drifter. Rename this to... what's the name of my Tempest? Anon. What's a good name for the Tempest? For the Afflictor? I don't know. I don't know what's a good name for this thing. Is there a random name generator? Is that what this is? Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, go. Star Witch. You know what? I'll allow that. Oh, yeah, like the Night Witch. No, hang on. Perfect. That's a perfect name. Thank you, game, for helping me come up with that name. No, I don't want to scuttle the Calico Jack. It was a misclick. Sort that, please. Thank you. Make it a little easier to read. I still have 835 volatiles in here. I don't need this many either. Don't need this many heavy machinery either. I keep finding more of this stuff. Go. Okay. And then we're done refitting. There's no ships to transfer. The Draper and the Fat Boy Ninja Express are both here. The Shinkala Relay's been taken by pirates, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and let's leave. At maximum possible speed, please. Alright, let's get back to Glacio. Who's fighting over here? Buffalo, a Shrike, and a Mule. I'm okay. There's a Hegemony detachment. I'm guessing they fucked up a bunch of pirates, is my guess. Jump to Pontus. Are you intercepting me? No, you're just a little fleet. Open the comm directory to Provost Baird. Baird taps at her desk with console. With the gate scans completed and Dowd's assurance that the hegemony will not interfere, we may proceed to the implementation phase. The Provost allows herself a smile as she turns to you. This is Scylla's moment, of course. Let me link her in. Provost Baird, Captain Videos, greets you. Explain the Janus device, Baird says, for the captain here. She looks nervous. The prototype device, she begins, yes, in, broad strokes, to scan for the gate aperture, we direct a self-modifying phased hyperwave pulse, which causes a resonation in lower dimensions, which, she looks up from the projected schematic and notices she's losing her audience. Let's skip ahead to the application section. The schematics flicker through several labyrinthine arrangements, then settle on an action flowchart. Here we are. The principle of the Janus prototype is similar to the scanner, but far more energetic. By tuning to the pulse to the unique resonant signature of a particular gate aperture, one might, theoretically, activate that link. The second input would then target a known gate egress, though avoiding destructive interference in the your manifold is tricky. Calibi U manifold is tricky. So this would reopen the gate network. Baird cuts in. Not exactly. Thank you for your attention to detail, Scylla, but if I may summarize, at this level of energy input, a temporary link should be created between 2 gates. The Provost gets a distinct look. Then, with sufficient energy, unstable resonance addiction into the gates, into the entire gate system. This time, Karus interrupts, but the data, it shows that the resonance, it's fundamentally chaotic. There are clearly some factors we're seeing results the model doesn't account for, and at higher magnitudes, the results could be, she searches for the words, some way to bind chaos and destruction into quantified language. That's enough, Academician, Baird says forcefully. The captain is a highly skilled professional and doesn't need to hear all of this to do their job. Provost is right, I'm more of a big picture type leader. Academician, what exactly does chaotic mean in this context? Relationship with Cyrilla increased by 1. Excellent. Baird turns to you, leaving Karus cowed. Actum and Karus will return to work refining the details as more data is gathered. As a great man once said, technological advance is an inherently iterative process. Captain, she says, the first prototype Janus device is being transferred to your fleet. Test it on a gate manifold you have scanned. Record everything with your sensor suite and then the modified instruments we have provided. This may be the most important experiment in the history of the Persian sector. The manifold, of course. Bruce speaks up one last time. Just don't use it in an inhabited system. It looked like the incident with Kalachor, the hegemony, it wouldn't be good. Thank you, Baird says acidly, for the reminder, Academician. The Provost turns to you. Now, obviously, we should not repeat my predecessor's mistake. Test this somewhere quiet, she turns. From the holodisplay, a dismissal. I await your results, Captain. Baird terminates the comms. You got the comm link. Talk to Scylla Karus. After a short wait, your connection request is accepted. Hello, Captain, Karus says, her attention to a flickering bank of holographic data tables. I'm sorry I'm so busy. What is it you need? Should I be worried about this Janus prototype? Several emotions cross Karus's face all at once. Captain, all science is... She sighs, no, I can't do this. What's going on? Look, the Provost told me what to tell you and not tell you. She was very clear about her objections to my attitude, about questioning her leadership, and here I am at the Glacia Academy. The hegemony still has a warrant out for my arrest, to say nothing of the League, or Lud help me, the Pathers. She's got me, Karus says. She takes another deep breath before looking into the holodisplay. I wouldn't send you out with this prototype if I thought it was for sure a death trap or something. That's all I can say. She looks down and reaches to terminate the comm link and hesitates. Good luck? Open the comm directory. Gargoyle, you want in on this shit? No. God damn it. I need more from Gargoyle. I want to be able to talk to Gargoyle more. Gargoyle is such a fun character. Welcome back, Captain. It's good to see you. Anything interesting? No? Okay. That's fine. I see how it is. No one wants to talk to me. Alright. No inhabited systems. Got it. Let's go get fuel, and let's get the hell out of there. Trade goods. I'll take all of your fuel, please. Thank you. Leave. Oh, they didn't notice the black market trading. Nice. Salvage fleet. On a salvage expedition. I mean, fair enough. Have fun. Jump to hyperspace. Where's the nearest gate that I know where it is that isn't inhabited? Glen? Gillen. Let's go to Gillen. Yeah, let's go to Gillen. It's the closest here. We definitely have enough fuel to get there and back again. We are burning up money, though. Especially because we just bought a bunch of ships. That didn't help. Also, turn our damn transponder off. We don't need that on. There's a slipstream there. Interesting. Keelan? I'd say Keelan is how you pronounce that. Q-I-L-I-N. Keelan. Oh, I would pronounce it at least. Wrong system. Atmos. Oh, they don't want to be seen. Whatever they are. Oh, good. It has a warning beacon. Low, it looks like. Keelan, where is your gate currently? Because I don't want to deal with anything else in here. Oh, there's a jungle world. Oh, we've surveyed this place before. Yeah, they have a nav buoy and a comm relay. Dreadnought, arid world. Big Ping, gas giant. Ultima Astrid, unsurveyed. Sun Wukong. Goodfellow. You know, maybe we should investigate this system a little more. They've got a gate. Close enough, I say. It's not like you're being graded. I mean, fair. Let's go grab that comm relay real quick. Is there a reason I didn't investigate this system? Because there's Remnant here? Is that the only reason? Bring the relay and bring it online. Let's see. Let's head up to the nav buoy. I'm curious about the system now, honestly. More than anything. Perform a survey. Sparse ore. We've already got full survey data for the Terran world here. Or the jungle world. Which is extensive ruins, adequate farmland, moderate rare ore, sparse ore. Abundant organics. Toxic biosphere, hot, low gravity, and habitable. It's a jungle world with low gravity. Interesting. Okay, that's not terrible. Big Ping is unscanned. You've been fully surveyed. You've been fully surveyed. Dreadnought. That one was decivilized, widespread ruins, poor farmland, moderate rare ore, moderate ore, abundant organics, hot, high gravity, habitable. If one of these 3 worlds had decent metal, sparse ore, that's not good. One of these 3 non-habitable worlds has decent ore. We could slap a mantle drill on that sucker and really go to town mining on that thing. If we wanted to make this into a proper system. The jungle world doesn't really have anything going for it besides the fact that it's habitable. It doesn't really have anything decent. Nothing that's a bonus, I should say. We'll also check out Big Ping, because obviously we haven't been there before, which means we can do this. 3, 2, 1, boop! And we'll survey it. The planets, at least. Moderate ore. Eh. I'm not looking for moderate gains. I'm looking for good gains here. Perform a survey. Plentiful volatiles. That's something, at least. Leave. Alright, let's go visit the gate. Let's get the job done that we're here to do. Yeah, I remember this one. It has the stellar shades and mirror. That's what it was. That's why I vaguely remember this place. Hello, Remnant Fleets. I'm sure you're fine. I'm not going to bother you guys today, thank you. Colossus-class heavy freighter. Explore. Salvage. Prometheus-class tanker. Any fuel here? A decent amount. Blood skipper. Salvage that. Hyperion advanced gunship. Equipment cache in the Delar's star system. Hey, we were there, and there wasn't anything there. So, that's neat. There was something hiding there that we never saw. Extensive ruins on a desert world some distance away from the center of the Jahim star system. Good to know. Alright, inactive gate. Scan it. Your command display shows the hyperspace manifold is calm and cool. You searching into inconceivable geometry, you hear a wisp of faint music. Captain, your census officer reports the scan is complete. Use the Janus prototype on the gate. You know immediately something is wrong. The hyperspace manifold display lights up with garish colors and violent whorls and jags. The representation's color key glitching out on the parameters beyond any anticipated scale. You hear a discordant tone. The hyperspace storm alarm weirdly sounded here in normal space, and something else echoing somewhere which exists only in your mind like a wail of pain. Your census officer shouts a warning. Wavefront approaching. Wavefront approaching! Return to Glacier Academy and report the results of the first Janus prototype experiment. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. Fleet suffered... Oh my god. So an emergency burn probably would have been a wise choice there. How fucked up is this guy? Oh, he's like destroyed. Oh my god. Most of our shit's destroyed. Look at this. Well, while he's basically dead, let's go ahead and continue. And let's just send in me, because I'm not destroyed. I should be able to handle a basically destroyed remnant ship. On my own. I realized I could have brought the Afflictor and really done away with this guy real quick. Oh god, he doesn't even have weapons online. Feel bad about this. Oh, he's got a Reaper Torpedo at least. He's got some point defense online. That's about it, looks like. Shield malfunction. I've never seen that before. A shield malfunction, that is. I missed. Obviously. You don't need me to tell you that I missed. Yeah, easily taken care of. With just one ship. I'll take that stuff. Thank you very much. That guy's patrolling. Let's get the hell out of here. We need to limp home. As a note, are we going to run out of supplies before we finish our repairs? That's a concern that I hadn't considered. Because the Astral was nearly destroyed, or, like, nearly a shitload of damage to combat readiness. Ooh, so did a lot. Oh, shit, some of our ships almost straight up exploded. Holy crap. That was really dangerous. And we got a decent distance away from it before it went. We probably should have gone faster. I should have emergency burned away. Jump point is unstable and cannot be used. Until it restabilizes, hyperspace is only stable via traverse jump. Oh, shit. Okay. Sure. Well, until we have the supplies to... Oh, shit, we're just gonna have to do it. We're just gonna have to do it now while we still have supplies. Because if we run out of supplies, we're fucked. You're gonna fight us, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Oh, you're Phantom Fleet. Okay. Glacia. We need to go to Glacia. Before we run out of freaking supplies. I don't have time to slow down. Holy shit, we're running low on supplies so fast. Hang on, Samara, do you have a place I can buy supplies? Chica Mostok, right? No, you have Eventide. You're Eventide in Samara, right? Yeah, let's head to Samara first. Where's Eventide? Currently. The biggest system is Eventide, and that is at the bottom of the system, so this one right here. We need supplies desperately. We're about to run out. How many more supplies do we need? 273 additional supplies. Ugh. There goes all my money. Repair my ships. Woof. I imagine we're just, like, docked there for, like, 3 days. Like, yeah. It's like, they come in and they're like, man, what happened to you guys? You get attacked by a lot of pirates? And they're like, yeah, something like that. Holy crap. Plywood being absolutely melted. Let's go over to Tigra City and get more supplies before we leave. What's hiding back there? Oh, there's a world hiding in that place. That's interesting. Actually, Sphinx is closer, and it's higher. It's a military's place. It's also bigger, actually, now I look at it, too. It probably has more supplies. Trade goods. Yeah, we need supplies. We need additional supplies. We need fuel. We need more fuel. Okay, we got all the fuel, and we have a good number of supplies stocked up again. We are so low on money comparatively, though. Woof. Alright. Let's just traverse jump out of here. There's no point in flying that far back. Alright, Glacia it is. Oh, hello, Academy Shuttle Service. We are also going to the Academy. Why is my speed 8? No, it's 10. The shuttle service probably just had faster speed than 10. The station comms connect to the office of the Provost with no delay, and your navigation officer forwards the link to your command interface. She was waiting. Tell me what happened. Baird's tone is as cold as vacuum. Kuros is already on the link, looking paler than usual. You get the distinct feeling that Provost knows very well what happened. You tell me what happened. I could have been killed by that thing. I've seen worse. What's plan B? There was some kind of accident. You tell me what happened. I could have been killed by that thing. But you weren't. You're a survivor, Captain, which is why you're ideal for this work. Besides, she says too casually, making history is a dangerous career choice, the one you chose. Baird turns to Kuros. Academician, when will the next iteration of the prototype be completed? I don't... She starts, we need more time. Academician, Baird begins, a warning. Kuros interrupts. I'm a theoretician, not an engineer. This isn't a matter of just fitting pipes or aligning grav plates. What we're doing is completely new, and our engineering process is primitive. We're scientists trying to assemble the equivalent of a new hyperdrive in a teaching workshop. Not only are the facilities insufficient, but the project application falls outside my expertise. Baird visibly calms herself, but beneath her collected facade, something seethes. You do realize, the Provost says, that I am holding several hegemony ministries at bay. They're rearing to storm and purge the Glacier Academy. Again, all I have on my side are the good graces of that hive scum hegemon, Baikal Dowd. You guys really don't like him. I fucking love him. He's great. And that is the only held up by the sector-shattering promise of what the results of this project could mean. If I don't get results, the lucky ones will live out their days in some oubliette near the core of Kotal. I'm sorry you're having trouble, she says without a trace of apology, but I am accommodating the conditions and circumstances have provided. So, by all means, Scylla, take your time, Baird finishes with icy sarcasm. Rose starts like she wants to speak. What, Baird says, is it? I need Alyssa Zhao, Chorus says quietly. Who? Says Baird, her patience for excuses at an end. A friend, an engineer. The best hardware wizard I've ever known. Except she's in trouble. It's a long story. When we knew each other back in Westerness, I knew we had to go get Alyssa Zhao. Baird interrupts the backstory. Captain of Videos, get Carusa's friend if she thinks that'll help. Do whatever it takes, she says. Bribe, blackmail, kill, I do not care. Be smart and be quiet about it. If we get a new prototype before you find this Alyssa Zhao character, we'll try that route. If not, carry on. I don't want to know the details because I do not care. Academician Scylla Carus, the Provost's withering attention shifts like a pulsar beam. I don't want to hear a single non-actionable complaint until we have a new Janus prototype ready to deploy. Captain of Videos will run any of your little errands. Now, the Provost concludes, I have a meeting with a very prickly hegemony inspector, and we're both going to pretend that we know nothing about what's happened out there. Both of you get off my comms. The link terminates. Oof. 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 Gargoyle? Nothing. Look, I want to talk to Gargoyle. He's fun, okay? Bruce appears on the comms display. Captain of Videos, hello. She takes a deep breath. Thank you for contacting me. I'm sorry about everything. Provost Baird, the failed experiment. I should never have gone ahead with it when I wasn't absolutely certain of your safety. I understand. Baird can be a bit assertive. I got out. I always do. Easy for you to say I could have been killed. Yes, you definitely owe me for this. I know. Oh, it's so tempting to be sassy. But I know Scylla's in a really bad place right now. And also, it was Baird who did this, not Scylla. Keep that in mind. I understand. Baird can be a bit assertive. Yeah, that's one word for it, she says, and sighs. Karos shakes her head and takes a deep breath. So about finding Alyssa Zhao, I think we need Gargoyle, yes, in on this conversation. Let me, she taps her data pad. Gargoyle appears in a flash. Scylla, girl, where have you been? The goons won't let me into the lab anymore, so I snuck in when they were changing shifts. Your bright, but stylistically sedated friends told me you were in some kind of important meeting, so I thought, how important could it be if I wasn't invited? So I have to ask Alvis what's going on. Can you believe it? You know how he is, all stammering and trying so hard not to lie or say anything against the old witch. And the hacker pauses, taking Crow's demeanor. And yours. Oh, this is about the experiment and the exploding, isn't it? Queen Bee wasn't very happy about that, huh? No, not especially. Yes, says Karos. No, she wasn't happy. But what's important now is that we find Alyssa. Zhao? Gargoyle interrupts, looking pleased. Yes. You know her? Karos looks confused. Baird can be a bit of a bitch. There's a reason Gargoyle called her the Queen Bee. I don't think he means Baird. Let me put it that way. Oh, yes, please, I must apologize, Gargoyle says magnanimously. I've interrupted your story. Go on, I don't want to spoil anything too soon. Karus recovers her composure. Okay, yes. So, I've actually been in contact with Lisa, off and on. Maybe, the captain here knows about that. The problem with Lisa is, well, she's being held sort of prisoner by Kanta. Gargoyle nods enthusiastically at this revelation. Can you elaborate on sort of prisoner? Kanta as in the pirate warlord Kanta? Gargoyle, I feel like you know something about what's going on. Oh, no, the hacker says. But yes, a little, here and there. I mean, how could I not? Zal has her reputation. She's the Zal. It would be a delight to assist another Zal scheme. You can tell from the way Gargoyle says a reputation that this is a sign of great respect from someone who does not respect easily. I love Gargoyle. He's so much fun. I just love doing his voice. He's so fun. Look at this man and tell me he's not a fun character. Anyway, can you elaborate on sort of prisoner? How do we get Zal out? And by what do you mean by another Zal scheme? Did I say that? Says Gargoyle, failing to look innocent. Fine, yes, another. Remember hacking the Aslan relay? The hacker puts out a wistful look. Zal really pulled through for me on that job. Can you elaborate on sorta prisoner? Well, she's allowed some contact with the outside world, Privileges? Obviously, I guess due to our arrangements, but that's all that's been through Kanta's organization, and then through whatever pirates owe the Kantas a favor. When Alyssa says, drop this instrument package in orbit, if Kanta is behind her, it gets done. Alyssa can sneak some things past Kanta's people. Our work is beyond them by a long shot. Bruce smiles with pride at this, but it's risky, and getting riskier. Kanta is a bit, she flutters with her hands trying to figure out how to express it. Her reactor is a bit leaky? Kanta, as in Pirate Warlord Kanta. Yes, that's the one, in the magic system. This, part of why I've been somewhat reluctant to bring it up. Alyssa told me to keep it, not exactly secret, but to be careful. Kanta has informers in many places, you know, blackmail, bribery, extortion. Anyone the Kantas can get their hands on, they'll use them, so you can never be sure who to trust. How do we get Zell out? I can get you in, Gargoyle says deliberately. You know, to talk, find an angle. I think that might be how to do it. Yeah, I may have worked with someone who... Oh, twist my arm. Yes, it was Kanta's Gargoyle counts off her fingers. Fourth cousin's grandnephew or something? There's sure a lot of Kantas, aren't there? Very busy, the Kantas. Point being, I may have acquired a digital token that'll get you an audience without getting shot on sight. From there, well, you have also have a reputation. Tell Kanta you'll do some work for her. You're a hot item in the dark hypernet, what with everything you've been up to lately. Is hot? Good. Gargoyle taps at something and your datapad chimes. Up to a point, there's hot, then there's radioactive. Right now you're definitely hot, but you'll want to be careful about reaching critical mass. Yes, we certainly don't want that, Kuros adds. But this is wonderful. If Gargoyle can give you a way in, then you can somehow get Alyssa out, maybe make a deal. I'll do whatever it takes. I don't have a lot of credits, but if it would help. Credits could help. How much are we talking? I'll just make up as I go along. Intuition hasn't failed me yet. We're going to need a better plan than ask nicely. I've been keeping an ear out, says Gargoyle. You know, keeping a finger on the pulse of the sector. Basic responsibility is my role as the top-of-the-line security consultant. Standard stuff, really. Keeping the hegemon out of the networks here only takes a few minutes a day. Clean the logs, update the firewalls, stir the ice. I can do it in my sleep. A curious mind like mine needs stimulation, right? Sure, what's your point? Kanta's really mad about something, Gargoyle explains. Some gang of Pathers took something precious from her. She's putting out a call for the best mercs and captains. Maybe you'll answer it, the hacker says with a small smile. Gross nods enthusiastically. Yes, that could work. You'd be perfect. Alternatively, how many Marines do I need? So Kanta wants something found and returned. I could do that. Credits could help. I'll just make something that's going along. Why not just shoot my way in and bust Zal out? Gargoyle and Kroos look skeptical. Isn't that, Kroos looks pleadingly at Gargoyle. Dangerous? The hacker raises an eyebrow. A bold proposal, Captain. A Marine assault on the stronghold of a pirate warlord, hold him at a former hegemony military base, notoriously surrounded by a stealth minefield and filled with heavily armed scum and the villainy of the sector. Gargoyle ponders the problem, implants flickering blue-green light. Can you give me any kind of tactical advantage? Security codes? Absolutely, the hacker says with glib confidence. It's not like they have functioning civic bureaucracy to hack, so I'd have to make some contacts, throw some credits around. After a week or two of work, I'd give you 33% repeating percent odds of person interrupt suddenly. We don't have time for that. Alyssa is... You can't... If you just shoot up the place, she might be... She blinks away sudden tears. Captain, there has to be some other way. A quick strike and it'll be over before you know it. Best of luck, the hacker says cheerfully. Try not to kill anyone who's done me any favors. The academic looks pensive in the face of this bonhomie. Be careful, Captain. Please, I'd never forgive myself if Alyssa got hurt. Oh. Or find some other way. Okay, so we can do... Use a token to meet, arrange a meeting, or find some other way to extract Zal. Okay, so it's after that point, it's now up to us. How many Marines do I need? Because I love the idea of just storming Kanta's freaking pirate den, the strongest pirate den in the entire planet sector. Because, I mean, as we know, we've already attacked several stations that belong to pirates, and fought them pretty well. I'm very curious about that. Very curious indeed. Let's head for out of here. Let me put it that way. Admittedly, another big ship to really throw around some weight probably wouldn't be a bad idea when going up against this kind of thing. Maybe a Legion, actually. Something with fighters that can operate with our fleet. Have fun storming the castle, schmuck. Yeah, that's Gargoyle to a T. That was an excellent line. I could almost see that. Oh my goodness. Okay. That hyper subspace for what are they fucking called? Slipstream. Wow. Literally would have taken me almost all the way here. Huh. Should have just done that. Anyway, let's go to Corvus and take a gander at what we've got. Where is Kanta's den anyway? Important. At the gates. Contact Callisto Ibrahim. Hey, what do you got? Suspend contract. Leak contact. Potential contact Amra Millions. In Galatia? In Galatia. Type Underworld. Importance high. Interesting. I don't think I've met you before. Callisto Ibrahim. Trade is her type. Interesting. I mean, it's only a size 4 station, right? It can't be that strong. Think about it. We should be able to take it. Maybe. If not, we can stop over by Ibacia and see if they've got anything cool for us to take. Where is Continent? It's on the far left. But it's not, it's a station, not a planet, so there's nothing there to see, so to speak. Magic Gate. Volcanic World. Barren World. Nova Maxios. Let's go take a gander at their defenses, shall we? Let's turn our transponder off and get into the subsystem. So we're moving slow, so our speed, our profile is 70 at the moment. Which is pretty good, actually. We have no defenses here. Consider military options. It's got 3 main sections and then 3 small offshoots. It's a proper battle station, but it doesn't have a fleet with it. Prepare a raid. You convene your senior officers to discuss an extraction scenario for Alyssa Zal. Kanto's den is swarming with heavily armed gangs and is annulled by a stealth mine network. You also lack any real intel pertaining to Zal's position within the station. Potential costs and difficulty of the raid is therefore projected to be extreme. High attrition of assault shuttles must be assumed, and a dozen separate infiltration squads must be simultaneously breach volumes where Zal could be held. There's no way the operation will be anything but a meat grinder. It would also be a blatant attack upon Kanto, which would provoke pirates across the sector, even if that matters, if that even matters anymore. It's doable, but we would need more Marines. Commit resistance 1,000. Open comm directory. Let's talk to Kanta and see what she wants. Your request cycles for a minute, then routes to a different link. The vid feed flickers to life, a wash of static and audio distortion receding as your datapad adjusts for outdated comm protocols. Yeah? Who are you? Lapis Prax snarls before bothering to glance at a grimy datapad. Ah, she grunts, dropping the datapad with a clitter. I see now. You ain't nothing, are you? Got a fleet, have you? Got business to talk? Send the digital token. Would it help if I said please? I'm not a desk pilot trying to look up big on comms. I'll tell you that much. Oh, you got some lip on you, have you? She spits, presumably on her own control console. Watch yourself, bootlicker. I could have you stripped down for parts before the shift is out. Yeah, I don't think you could. You hit the send. I love that I just reduced it just to increase it. That's delightful. You hit the send command and the token is transmitted. Instantly you see the pirate's face change expression. Oh, family, huh? Didn't recognize your face, Cap. You don't got the family look, but the conscious, they are everywhere, huh? Lud's hells, you should have said something before I go off broadsiding you. You know the drill. The world doesn't like comms, so we'll have to make an appointment with the court. Get your boots on station and we'll have someone meet you. Take a shuttle to Kanta's den. The pilot goes through routine chatter with what passes for traffic control. At the point, the control asks the standard bribe for a good landing spot and have comms control forwarded to your datapad. Yeah, who's this then? Shuttle? Control cackles. Gonna buy me lunch or do you like waiting? Your boss already gave me the go-ahead. Shall we comms them about the delay? Confirm that, shuttle. Negative to request. Traffic control. Incoming shuttle cleared for, landing at, Bay 12. Proceed. Dock at Kanta's den. You leave 4 guards and the pilot at your shuttle. 2 more guards follow you, and the pirate lieutenant sent to meet you nods that this is correct. You're led through a primary access corridor toward the center of the station. You adjust quickly to the disjointed agrav fields, an effect you suspect is intentional as ranks of pirates of all shapes and ages eye you for weakness, murmuring crude comments and jostling for prestige. You can almost pick out a pattern of relations in their faces. This is a family business, and in their anarchic uniforms, they're bedecked in prizes. Modified combat armor played with gold and gems, stolen high-end vac suits redone in off-brand colors, Tri-Tachyon neck scarves crudely knotted, ostentatious luxury wear. They wear their wealth on the outside, the more garish the better. We just have spikes on our outfit. Past pitted blast doors hung with Crimson Skull banners, a large bay opens. The lingering acrid scent of energy weapon discharge hangs in the air, almost, but not quite, concealing the odor of rotting meat. You're brought before what can only be described as a throne, hastily backlit in blood red for maximum effect. The caps, badges, and insignia of various naval officers are impaled on fused blossoms of trophy weapons. You recognize kit from all the polities of the Persian sector. Above all is the hissing, thrumming figure of Warlord Jorian Kanta. More machine now than human. Her face is a mask. What skin you can see is leathery like the rad scarring of old spacers. A synthesized voice booms from the throne. Submit before Kanta. Before her, a strange, small man hunches. He wears some parody of a doctor's surgical garb. You had best kneel, the doctor hisses. Kneel. If a broken Atmos rubber could laugh, it might sound like the noise that comes from Kanta. A kneeler, she shouts. Her guards remain relaxed. We see you know who is strong here. Know your place. Kanta will watch over you. The doctor grimaces bloodlessly. The small doctor steps forward and clears his throat, and says, I am Dr. Sidonia, personal assistant to the warlord. Sidonia nods, stiff-necked, the tiniest hint of a bow, then addresses you before the entire court. You bear a token of Kanta's kin, Nashayan, who is out of the outer family, but Nashayan never gave you this token. I checked. Now the guards react, leveling their weapons, not training them on you yet. Kanta speaks again, raising a gauntleted arm for emphasis. We know the family is safe, so we will not take your blood. Not this day. Remember, it's a synth voice. Lucky you, the doctor whispers, smiling, then speaks louder. The great warlord is wondering, why would a thief dare show their face before the mighty Kanta? The warlord makes an art of correcting those who hold the misguided belief they may steal from her. His spindly arm extends to indicate something piled in the dark around Kanta's throne, round shapes in the shadows, a glint of ivory. I am no thief. I have come openly, having taken this prize from your kin. I'll waste no time. I'm here for Alyssa Zal. I come openly, having taken this prize from your kin. Murmur in the pirates of the court. Dr. Sidonia looks quickly to Kanta to gauge how he should react. She is motionless, making only the sound of her life support machinery. He scurries up to the throne to whisper and presumably listen. Satisfied after a short conference, the doctor stands forward to address you. The great warlord is intrigued, did videos, Sidonia says, relishing the drama. She has heard your name before. Her family is many, and her subjugants watch from the shadows all across the sector. What do you bring to the feet of her warlordship? The masked face of Kanta watches dispassionately. What does the warlord desire? My services in exchange for Alyssa Zal. Dr. Sidonia pulls back, shocked at your directness, and glances to Kanta to gauge how he should react. He scurries up to her throne to whisper in her ear and listen. Satisfied after a short conference, the doctor stands forward to address you. The great warlord is intrigued by your knowledge of her queendom, Sidonia intones, relishing the drama. When the outer family and the great Kanta's watchful subjugants from all across the sector whispered about the cleverness of the Captain videos, their words were no mere neutrino ghosts. His voice darkens. But here, your journey comes to an end, Captain. Such insolent. He motions to guards, who raise weapons. The warlord will, with a clank, Kanta herself stands, and her amplified voice drowns out Dr. Sidonia. We see a predator, a hunter, a trickster, a warrior. We see a weapon, we would wield you. The cowering Dr. Sidonia licks his lips and turns back to you. Her ruthlessness would wield you, he admits, then addresses the court. Glory and riches flow to those who the warlord so honors. My payment will be Zal. Sidonia hunches forward and speaks quietly. Simply access or no, your demand is the whole of the person. Kanta went through so much trouble to acquire that asset and is loath to give it up, but his eyes twitch, accessing cybernetic implants. We understand that your abilities are exceptional and you have access to high places, special technologies. I may be able to convince Kanta to let you have the asset if you serve well. Just Kanta's voice booms again. Bring me back my pet Loke. Then Zal is yours. Blood for blood. The path called Cotton will be taught Kanta's justice. Sidonia cringes at her demand and smiles apologetically as he steps back to address the court. The great warlord will have her pet returned. This dead videos will be her champion, where all others have failed. He leans close to you, smelling of vinegar. Sidonia speaks quickly and quietly to you, eyes flickering with words and images only he can see. Brother Livewell, Cotton, a rising star of the Galactic Path, based out of the planet Epiphany in the Al-Gabar system. Generally, he could be many places, however. One of his cells kidnapped Kanta's pet, a clone of the former warlord Onomosis Loke, my creation. She wants her pet back, and no one else has managed to track Cotton down. She's He frowns, hesitant to reveal something, then gives in. She's obsessed. It's made things difficult. Do this, and you may relieve me of Zal as well, that meddling tinker. It's a deal. I'm going to need some kind of guarantee. I'd like to discuss additional terms. I don't agree to these terms. I'd like to discuss additional terms. I need some kind of guarantee. Ignoring your words, Sidonia turns abruptly to the court and gives a shrill cry. It is agreed! This captain shall return the great warlord's pet loke. Now watch now, and be educated. This is how you serve the great warlord. Kantas claps once with her gauntlets like an airlock, slamming shut and stands. Noise erupts from the court. Sidonia retreats to her side and sight guards forward to lead you away. Your hearing before the warlord's court is over. Kanta improved by 5, and Wyatt Sidonia improved by 5. As you are led away, a trembling, bruised man held by 2 power-armored goons makes pleading eye contact with you. His audience is next. You are led back through the supplicants and courtiers, shuffling figures gleaming crimson, chrome, and gold. Many eyes fall upon you. You feel their hate as Kanta, or is it Sidonia, wields you like a bludgeon to shame them. Relationship with the pirates reduced by 1, back to negative 100. Delightful. You have an angle, at least, dubious though it may be. Brother Livewell Cotton, Epiphany, the clone of Automosis Loke. A pirate captain, tattooed with skulls, festooned with bandoliers, shoves past you, mumbling about bootlickers. Your guards tense, but relax as the pirate and their entourage proceed. They're posturing, not looking for a fight. Despite Kanta or Sidonia poisoning your reputation with the pirates at large, they won't dare stand in your way while you carry out the will of Warlord Kanta. I want to go to a dockside bar. You exude understanding. If someone needs to vent a little, remember vague justice, something should be done. Nah, there's nothing there. Okay. I was wondering if there was a way we could get information on where Zal is. We've looked at the fleet a little bit. It's not any easier. Okay. So we would need more experienced Marines. We would need more Marines. And honestly, I would want to have a Phantom. Because they give the ground support. Which is really good. Let's go ahead and leave. Alternatively, I wonder if destroying the state... You know what? This is going to be purely for my own enjoyment and purely for my own curiosity. This is not anything else. We're not going to undo it, essentially. Or we're going to undo it, essentially, but we're just going to look at this. Consider military options. Launch a raid. Disrupt the operations of the starport. Basically, disrupt all of these. Loss during this operation should be minimal. Launch raid. Stability of countries then reduced by 1. Raid was successful in disrupting light industry, commerce, and spaceport. Does that make it any easier? No, it actually makes it harder. Interesting. Okay. What if we consider military options and engage the battle station? I want to see all firepower against this thing. And I am going to switch over to the Afflictor, wherever the hell that is at the moment. There we go. Instead of the Tempest. The Tempest will be my ship for the long fight, and then I'm just going to have it kind of cruise around and destroy shit. It's all alone. This station's all alone right now. None of these don't have shields. But those shields look awfully small. No, they're actually quite significant, I think. Getting through there would be quite difficult. That's a lot of active flares that are actively chasing me down. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna fire off some sabos. Yeah, those aren't gonna get anywhere near the fleet. Although, I can, now that the shields are down, do this. This might be bad. One hit, nothing else. Ooh, negative. That's a negative on that. Brutal, absolutely brutal. Let's switch back to the Tempest. Which is currently on fire, I see. That's delightful. I see that without me on it, it's basically got destroyed. Certainly not gonna be an easy fight, this thing. Let me put it that way. I didn't expect it to be an easy fight, nonetheless. It is just absolutely covered in guns. Oh, that brawler is just picking off fighters from a distance. It's so good. It's all I can do to just dodge fire at the moment. Got some firepower going down on the station at the moment. That one's got a decent amount of damage. The Eagle has landed. Let's try and give it some support. The Astral's here. That's one little bit down. That Eagle is so tanky with those extra abilities that we've got. The Vanguard is down. That's expected. It's died to every station we've fought so far. Ooh, I should not have lowered my shields. I'm gonna explode any moment now. I don't know what else I can do except just fire missiles at it, which aren't gonna get very far because of the black network this thing's got. A stray shot will kill me instantly. So I've got, what, 31 health points left. The most I can do is chase down fighters and stuff like that at the moment. Chasing down errant fighters and destroying missiles and stuff. That's pretty much my job right now. It's really all I can do to help. Because the AI basically destroyed my ship before I had the chance to do anything with it. Can't do anything with the armor if there's no armor left on the ship. Also, I just realized the AI turned off the auto-fire on my ship as well. Great, thanks, game. You know what? At least my corpse provided some extra damage. Who could we switch to that would be benefit from my existence? One of the Omens, maybe. Yeah, this Omen's unpiloted. Let's switch to this one. We could actually be useful with an Omen, let me put it that way. We'll wait for a missile barrage, and then we'll neutralize it. Like this one right here. Dump some swarmers into it when its shield goes down. The Astral's engaging it pretty heavily at the moment. Did we actually take out one of the sections already? We did. We took out one of the big sections. Hi, Broadsword. You don't get to survive. You're a fighter. You're not allowed to live. I'm actually going to go camp the fighter area to make sure that nothing gets out of there alive. It'd be a shame if all these missiles just stopped working while they were on our way to our brawler friend there. We're getting... Oh, Scarab's down. That's okay. I say, between me and the brawler, there's no fighters getting out of this place alive. Wow. Venting right in its face. That's really kind of impressive. Nope, you don't need to be behind the brawler. The brawler doesn't need you there. Ooh, good shot from the Hyperion right there. Excellent shot, buddy. Ooh, is that a piranha popping out? I don't think so. It's another wolf down. We lost the Jupiter. That's Blair's ship, if I remember correctly. Oh, double Omens on these fighters? There's no way. The Eagle is moving around. The Brawler is down. It tried its best. It did a good job. That's all it could do. I know what I would do differently if I was going to fight this. I would bring in pretty much just the Astral, the Eagle. Probably not even the Hammerhead. A few select of the Wolves to have them run point defense. And the Hyperion and the Omens. The Omens would make laughably short work of any incoming missiles and fighters. While the Eagle, with its I mean, the Eagle literally has been sitting in front of the station, fighting it. Literally has not backed off once. Eagle, would you please actually engage that? Please eliminate it. I know you need to fly around to the other side to engage it, but there we go. Here's my question: does blowing up the station make it easier to engage Kanta's Den? That's the only thing I want to test. I don't care about any of this. I'm just testing. Sure, give me all the stuff. I don't care. It is not any easier. Interesting. Even with the station destroyed, with no defenses on the station, it would not make it easier. That's really surprising. That's really surprising. Huh. I genuinely thought it would make it easier, but it did not. We're gonna load game. We're gonna load this one before we engaged Kanta's Den. And, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're gonna end tonight. Stream. It has been a pleasure today playing Xenonauts, Project Zomboid, and now Starsector for you, especially now my brain is less potato and more pain. It's more pain, but it's less potato today. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure, and I hope you will join me again next week for all kinds of shenanigans as we continue to play various games across the channel. Mainly Project Zomboid and Starsector, of course. And then, of course, on the non-recorded days, we're looking forward to Outer Wilds, and assuming there's a chance, but assuming I don't have to work Tuesday, then I will be able to record a Xenonauts episode proper, and we'll play some Xenonauts on Wednesday most likely, or there'll be an episode of Xenonauts. If I do end up having to work, then I'll probably do what I did these last 2 days, where I play Xenonauts early in the day, and then play Zomboid and Starsector from there. Until such time, though, ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely hope you have a pleasurable morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. I have been DivVideos. Thank you.